Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any intros or stuff, which I should have. Channel name for you guys is Party Loot on YouTube, Twitch, and the Facebook page. And we are now live. Awesome. All right. So the three
This
of
is
you.
where we start swearing.
This is where we start swearing. Hey, it's not rated for children, so I try not to involve kidnapping kids or anything like that. And so where we start is you three have been summoned, effectively. I should give Ben a bit of background as well. So, Ben, your encounters with aliens and stuff actually got you noticed by an organization just called the Agency. And you basically got recruited. They have no legal presence, effectively, so they don't exist at all. You don't have like authority over cops or civilians or anything like that. That said, you do have a secret, very long ID code that you can use payphones to actually phone through to the agency and make your reports. And it's all done through, badge reference numbers that are, but often numeric numbers. And yeah, basically the agency covers most of your normal expenses. So things like your living expense, where you live, fuel for the car, that kind of stuff. Most of that's covered. Like things. Some people do have their own day jobs as well. Some people just come from wealthy friggin' families, namely Audrey. And some people might not even look like anybody you would expect to be an agent, but they are. Uh, Most of the time, like, you'll work in small groups, mounts an offensive. There's no army of agents most of the time. Even so, one agent might be doing something, or it might be 2, 3, 4. Big teams of 6 are very uncommon, not unheard of, but just really. So, aliens or Rel must be destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
B,
Damn straight.
you also know from training that aliens or Rel must be destroyed. And you have a basic idea, like the alien entities that you encountered were likely to be the normal greys, which are very common in America. Common in inverted commas again. It's not actually common as such, but they are more common than seeing an insectoid, like bug type creature in America. So like the encountered something like that, and freaky, you need to know more. I should ask you, like, do you have that idea of how you got in? What your first encounter was?
Yeah, because I was investigating a disappearances, and it led me down to a rabbit hole, and I was warned off, but I kept pushing, and then had a severe encounter, which ended up in the alien being at the wrong end of my revolver. But I still wanted to find out more afterwards, and eventually got recruited into the agency. Yeah,
Awesome.
and shifted from my reporting days to now tracking them down.
Perfect makes sense. And the good news is that most aliens die when you shoot them in the head. Especially greys, they tend to be the mooks. All right, so the three of you have been summoned, and you find yourselves in pretty much like normal. It's a smoke-filled, dodgy-ass bar in some little corner of the Bronx in New York. I might not have that right, but I think it is. And the three of you are the only people here except a barman. And you're sitting at the bar this time. And you've all sort of come in roughly the same time, maybe a little bit later, a little bit earlier, and you all got summoned to the bar. And this older barman he's probably Wilson's age, Bob's age, maybe a little bit younger, maybe. And he's like, "Thank you for coming." So, this is a bit unorthodox, but we have a situation that the three of you have been picked for. Audrey, John Smith, Audrey Smith. What is Audrey's last name? I've just gone out of character again.
Yep. I do have it on the sheet. It's Sheila Bruce.
Sheila Bruce.
Sorry, Bruce.
Bruce, okay. Just because if I say John, I don't want it to be confused. So I'm going to start using last names. So Smith and Bruce, like you've worked together before, I'd like you to meet Mr. Bob Wilson.
Evening, gents. That's a bit English, isn't it?
Gent and a lady.
Lady as well. Little lady.
Audrey raises an eyebrow.
John just nods.
So, you've all been picked for your unique skills on this particular job. Seems a facility operated outside of the agency has been compromised. You've been brought together as the Alpha team to go in, usual story, investigate, neutralize threats, save any alien tech you find. The one thing I should point out, the facility is in Alaska, so better rug up, it's going to get cold. Any questions?
How are we getting there?
Usual means we'll have one of the long you'll touch down at an airport in one of the cities nearby. There'll be a suitable vehicle waiting for you.
Have we got contacts or a presence in the area at all currently?
There is one of the landing fields the landing field that you'll be landing at is connected to the agency. We have some operatives there. However, they have not been briefed on this facility's presence at all. Let me rephrase it. They have not been briefed on what has occurred at the facility, but they have been keeping an eye on the comings and goings, and their last report kind of suggested something's not right. As in, usually people come and go, they don't live in the facility, and past 3 days they've had no exits and no entries. They raised the alarm, I guess, and we've decided to send in some people outside of that location just in case these agents may have been compromised as well.
Dude, rather we didn't spend too much time with the local agency and just go straight to
Yeah, you treat them like you would treat any other civilian. Some people on the agency are not agents, privy to what, or have not suffered what we have seen and what we continue to see, and many do not know what we do. So you can ask questions about the facility. It's not, I can say it's not a hidden from view place, just a hard to reach place.
Which part of Alaska is it in?
The cold part. As the GM goes, huh? What do you mean, what part of Alaska?
Well, how far north is it, is what I'm trying to work out here.
Yeah, hold on.
Like, how far from Anchorage? Is it going to be, like, really remote? Or is it closer to the populations?
I will say it is really remote. And let me actually pop this thing up. That helps, guys. Show me a freaking map. So, copy this image. I'll copy image, paste it on Discord, right? Where am I? Chris, give me up. Let me see if it will paste. Boy, yeah. I'm just putting a map there. Of course, it will be a big one. So, is actually north of, kind of between Anchorage and Fairbanks.
Yep.
Nestled in a small valley. So hard to get to. The airfield you'll be landing at is actually in Fairbanks, and then you'll be taking. One of you will be driving the vehicle to the place, the facility.
Are we sure it's aliens and not some dirty commies?
No, we are not. And that's the issue, yeah. As for commies, we'd kind of expected some kind of firefight to break out. The facility itself is mainly, let me say, civilian scientists, but those that are cleared to know a little bit more. And they do have security. There's last reports suggested that there was at least 8 armed security personnel on the premises, and no signs of gunfire or anything like that. No changing, no patrols, no changing of the patrol. No patrol's been visible for the last 3 days.
Yeah. Cool. Well, better pack, gentlemen. I guess pack our long johns.
Cold weather.
And I'll get my raccoon hat as well.
Awesome.
You do realise Audrey is a woman.
Sorry, she's coming with us?
Yeah.
I thought she was here to get the coffee. Sorry.
No.
Okay.
No, she's not much good enough in a gunfight, but she'll be pretty handy for getting us in places if we need to go somewhere.
I don't know these newfangled ways.
She knows how to talk her way around people, let's put it that way.
No feminine wiles. Sorry, ma'am. I guess you better get some extra petticoats.
Very good.
Go. You guys spend like probably.
Bob's not new age, okay?
I get it. She's a broad, right? She's a broad.
Right. He's probably a devout bachelor, Bob.
Yeah. So it takes you guys a couple hours. You get told to meet at a particular airfield that is not a primary airfield in New York.
One of the 30,000 in New York, yeah.
So we have so many, right? And you all meet there in a few hours, all kitted out. Getting like general cold weather stuff is not hard. You don't have to make rolls for it. You just have cold weather stuff. That's whether you want like this current expectation. Well, it's whether you want to do any other form of preparation. Let me know.
Wouldn't mind to get a few flares, especially up in the cold mountains. Would be good to have something to signify where we are.
Okay.
If we get lost or separated.
Yeah, that's easy. I'll say you get 3.
3 each or just 3?
If anybody else wants, they can get 3. That
probably a good idea.
Isn't it?
Cool.
And please don't.
Oh, quick question. Ammo. Do we track
It's just
ammo?
sticky
Sorry.
bit of
No, so ammo on any revolvers and weapons and stuff is mostly it's ammo use 10. Depends
Yep.
on the weapon you chose. So every time you make an attack and the dies end up on ones, you use an ammo unit. So it's not like a bullet. You had to reload. When those ammo units are out, you have to go back to your car or back to base or somewhere or go buy more ammo. So that's
Cool.
basically how much you've got generally for the session. So it becomes a strategy whether to, like with an edge on this, edges when you roll a 6, you can either cause something like bleeding on most guns, or if you've got ones, you might want to re-roll the 1 instead of causing the edge effect. It becomes a bit of a strategy play. Yeah, so far it's working. I've had one player run out of ammo before in a game on one of his guns, but he had a second gun, so it didn't really bother him. And it's per weapon.
It is.
Yep.
Yeah, it's always fun to run out of ammo, I think.
Yeah, I had to have something for
Admittedly,
like
last
a
session we
horror
got
element.
very low on ammo.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got quite low trying to kill that alien last week.
yeah. So I think you started clubbing it for a while.
I pulled out my revolver and managed to kill it with that, but I was getting worried about the one Audrey was talking to turning into another one, so I was trying to save some shotgun shells.
So it becomes a lot of strategy piece too, and I like it, like the whole, oh my gosh, I've only got 2 shots left, I better make them count. But it is
Make it
like,
all one.
narrative-wise, it's ammo units, not individual bullets.
Yep.
And some weapons like grenades, you might have ammo use 3, for example, so you can't just keep flinging grenades everywhere.
It's a bit boring.
And they're expensive. Which they shouldn't be, I know. But grenades and shotguns are just so overpowered. But yeah, they should be, right? It's a freaking grenade. If it lands at your foot, you should be kissing half your body goodbye. So yeah, and a shotgun, like most PCs can take, from an average, could take possibly 3 shots from a shotgun before they perish. So that's still pretty powerful. Where most mookie grunts and most civilians would take a single shot and be down on their ass. Anyway, the flight to Alaska is not too long, but it's long enough to get boring. Because all you're seeing is cloud. More
Pretty
cloud.
much.
Oh, look, I can see some trees. More cloud.
Oh, look, there's
look,
Canada. And
I can see snow.
Yeah.
And then you come in and get the alerts. And the plane you're in is just a simple, like privatized transport plane. It's not like it's not Fly USA or anything. And I'll say there are like 4 other passengers, but even just looking at them, they look like workers that are going to go do some work up there or something, like physical labor type stuff. I'll say mines, but I'm not too sure. Mines or woodcutters, that kind of thing, like big burly blokes that are look like they're down on their luck a little bit. And you land, the airfield is pretty small, like this plane is stretching the capacity of the actual runway. And you get greeted by somebody who has got like a little placard, and it's got Miss Bruce and Party underneath it.
As it should be.
Exactly right. And it's assuming you go up to him. There's this guy in his like early 30s, dressed in an ordinary suit with an extra jacket over to keep warm. Even though there's heaters and stuff in this place, it is still colder than New York, and it is in this particular part of the world. It is the end of winter, like that last week in a bit of winter, starting to go into spring. But Alaska, it's freaking cold. And he acknowledges you, and all he says, Miss Bruce, and a set of keys, or a key, a vehicle key. And he hands you a small envelope as well.
Excellent.
Where's it parked?
The car's outside. The envelope's got the location for a motel if you need to freshen up even. For your convenience, it's booked for a week, prepaid.
Thank you.
He just nods and then turns to leave and he starts walking off.
Well, Bob, you look like you're a good driver. She'll throw in the keys.
I throw mine and Audrey's bags in the boot.
The trunk.
Yeah. So the car you've got is just almost a nondescript. I want to say like a Jeep, but when it's more solidly built, like it's not the material, not the soft top, and a little bit bigger than most Jeeps that you see on the road today. And raised suspension for 4x4 and stuff, and it's got snow chains on it as well.
Okay.
All right. Well, I suppose you better get to this motel then.
Yep. Motel's literally
We'll head out in the morning.
like motel's not even 200 meters away from this place. You literally drive out of one car park and drive through the car park into another car park, and there's a motel.
Nice.
Like right next door, basically. And it's small. It's only got eight rooms, and you've each got a room. And that's got all like lounge, like communal lounge, dining hall area. But each room has got its own little kitchenette thing, so you can make your own food and stuff.
Nice.
Pretty basic. What are you guys doing?
It's fine.
All right.
Is it
Is there
We
a bar
need to
nearby we can grab
or-
something to eat or something?
Yeah. So step one, bar. Yes. The communal or common lounge restaurant area has a bar. By the time you landed, you actually left in the evening, and you landed kind of late-ish at night. Let's say it's like 11 p.m. or something at night when you landed. So it is late, and it's timed enough that you should still be able to get a decent rest if you want to go out in the morning.
what time of year is it, Chris?
End of February.
So it's cold.
It's cold.
So we're in winter going into spring.
Spring, yeah. Yep. It's the end of winter going into spring.
Okay.
Where like
so it'll be pretty dark as well.
Yeah, very dark. This place is really cold. New York-wise, the snow's melting, so the streets are faulty. Was just snowy, muddy sludge. But yeah, it's not even melting, and it's just cold, and there's a little bit of a snowfall by the time you get into your motel, still. And I'm just gonna you'll end up around a table in the lounge with, pretty private enough. Like people would have to be right next to you to hear you talking. And you get a meal, get beers. If you want anything else, ask for it. Or coffee, even at the time of night.
Nice.
And yes, it is open 24/7 apparently.
The agency picked well then.
Of course. They know how to look after valuable assets.
So tomorrow we'll head out. I think we should be able to make it there before night time falls again.
You've got about I should actually open the map again. Give me a second. Yeah, where's my scale on this thing? Yes. Scale is So you got about a 300k. Oh, what am I saying? So it's 2. That's 100. About 150, maybe pushing 200k's. To get into where this place is located.
Yeah. That'll take a little while to get there.
Yep. So, you know, average speed probably going to end up being 50k's because going. Oh, there's roads there. Still, it's a little bit off the beaten track roads, so you'll probably be doing like 60 or 70 on average. So, take a good 2 to 3 hours, maybe 4 hours at most, if my math is correct.
So there would be facilities there to stay overnight, assuming we get there and everything's hunky-dory.
Yep. So there's people.
There would be people staying there
As well as
sometimes.
those, there is like security that stay there, right?
Oh, yeah.
24/7. But they have
Yeah,
shifts, so they do. So it's shift work. So people come in, go out. Scientists might be there until like 1 a.m. in the morning, 2 a.m. in the morning before they go home, or they might just sleep there. But it's not designed, as the information you have, it's not designed to actually house a lot of people at a time.
Just thinking if we get there and we're not going to come back every night, we might stay there.
Exactly.
Okay,
I mean, that's a freaking 3 to 4 hour trip there, and you don't drive 3 to 4 hours back. And the thinking is you'll go and figure out what's wrong, and then get out and fly back to New York.
Yeah, hopefully.
All going well.
All going well, and with all of our bits still attached.
Yeah, that's questionable.
Alrighty then. Well,
got makeshift armor.
Yeah, you got
it's usually the brain you
Or
have to
you-
worry about first.
just all your bits will
gun
be still encased in the armor. It's whether or not they're still attached to you internally, but that's fine. Yeah.
Well,
I made a character go nuts.
You're talking big now, Bob. But wait till you get impregnated by an alien.
What again?
That happened. The worst kind of aliens. The ones that want to breed.
You used to love me. All right then. Well, I'm gonna have my nightcap and go to bed. Evening, ma'am. Evening, Mr. Smith.
And and John will say the same. He's like, "Yep, time for bed. 0600, we're leaving." And he toodles off to bed.
Yes.
As will Audrey.
And Audrey stays then.
Cool.
So she'll be going off. Has to be ready for this early morning.
6 a.m. What the hell is this nonsense?
Yep.
I'm not too sure what kind of socialite you are, but I'm thinking like, I can't remember, so forgive me, but I'm thinking like the daughter of somebody very wealthy, or in the right circles. So getting up at 6 a.m. might not be something that you like to do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Eris. Wealthy
You
family.
might be up at 6 a.m., but it's usually when you're going to bed. Not getting out of bed.
It's like, yeah, I sleep during the day, man. What are you talking about? Alright. I don't have a picture of this place to show you. That's sad. I'll have to describe. Well, so you guys wake up, get warm breakfast in the morning, pack a couple of flasks of coffee, take some snacky type food for the road just in case around. Muffins, donuts, maybe some pies for later. You can eat cold pies, it's okay. And you drive out there. I'm not going to make anybody make driving tests. There's no need for it. And yeah,
Sorry,
Is
that's
driving a skill?
music.
yeah, you can make tests, usually physical and reasoning.
Okay.
Yep. Usually it depends on
I
what
should
it
be.
is. Like, there could be like awareness roll to tell if somebody's ambushing you. There could be a mental reasoning to map out the quickest way out of a particular area to lose thing, or physical reasoning to chase somebody. Because
Cool.
driving can get tiring. But yeah, it's
True.
very seldomly called for. I haven't built like the actual vehicle stats and rules and stuff yet. I know it's needed. Somebody will want to have a car chase or a gunfight from the back of a car. And as you do, I just don't want, in some games like the vehicle stuff is just like in a whole new system to learn. I want it to flow through like, jumping in or out of a car. It should still feel fluid and the same. Yeah. So you go drive out there and it's cold, but even you're cranking the heaters up. You make sure the car's, luckily it had a full tank for you, full tank of gas, and you've got an extra jerry can with you. So enough probably for a quarter tank, maybe slightly closer to a half a tank extra fuel with you. And there's some extra stuff, like there's a couple picks and shovels in case you get bogged into, not bog is the wrong way, but in case you hit a snowdrift or something. And it's just cold, and hour and a half later you're still driving and the radio just crackles to dead nothing, like there's no signals out here. And it's just randomly in the middle of Bob's favorite song, and it cuts out.
What is Bob's favorite song?
It's random, right?
Some country and western.
Don't break my heart, make it too hard. Just don't think you'll understand.
Something the dog that died and a wife that left me and all that sort of jazz.
Yeah, and how much whiskey you're drinking, and
Yeah.
they're all about that. You have to narrow it
Yeah.
down.
Yeah. It's one of those. Just that's all you need to know.
Yeah. Okay.
And you 40 minutes, maybe closer to an hour later, you come to this valley, and this valley at some point was flooded completely, and there's just a big pool of water and ice, and this thing looming out of the side of, looks like the side of a mountain to you. Well, not looks like, it is coming out of the side of the mountain, is this concrete, and like just looks like a military bunker more than anything else. And it's got, from your angle you can see there's a couple of doors on the front of it. There are a few windows, but not many, and they all look like really thin windows and all frosted up and stuff. And you can see where cars would have come up to the front to offload people and then driven back. Like there doesn't look like any place where cars would just be left here, which is odd as well. You would think like people that are working here, they'd keep their cars somewhere. Maybe it's got a basement level somewhere. But it looks like in the front, I can actually open this up and give you guys some imagery. Let me remember how to do this part. Polygon reveal, that's right. Once again, I have not done the time to do not that I didn't have the time, I just didn't do the dynamic lighting stuff. I'm just going to reveal stuff and then I'll add you onto these maps. I can actually add you onto this map now, I think. Reveal errors, what else do I have to reveal? All right, that should be enough. Okay, I can move player tokens from there to that one. Boom. And I can minimize that and see what I
Okay.
see. Cool. That looks okay. You guys are just. Can you all see that?
I can see most
Ah,
of the
yes.
Oh,
Yes.
that's up in the corner there. Over there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So you guys are
That's
coming
where we
that
are.
way, and you can see. I'm just going to draw in rough. Okay. So it looks like from where you are coming from, that cars would come that way, and then to Karen coming across where this blue is.
Is that like the front of the facility?
Yeah. So you got. So this is like. Oh, I hate doing it. This is slightly raised up above like the ice, but you can see where like there's signs that when this was flooded more, the water would have gone over this quite a lot. And there's a door there. There's door on the side here. This is slightly higher, so you come here, you'd have to like stand on the roof of your car and jump up to get onto these ones, but not impossible. And there's a little railing on the side. Looks like it's more of a patrol route, and on that side as well. And it goes down. It looks like there's doors down here. If you got up on there, I don't think you can see that one. I need to minimize this a little bit more. No, you can't see that one. Let me reveal that one. So this is an outside, like walkway.
Ah, yep.
All right.
Raised area.
Yep. It's not like huge. Like each square is only a meter, so it's not like massive. It's only like 10, 15 meters wide.
Cool.
It is high though. This particular area is about 30 meters high, and it looks like it doesn't. Like the windows that you see are like strips that are mostly all the way up, but it's designed in a way that it doesn't look like it's multiple floors inside. There's just one really massive room inside.
Well, what do we think? Do we go in the front door or the side door? Or do we want to
Well,
scout
there's
around the
no
other
reason-
side and have a little look?
No reason to be impolite. We should just walk up to the front door, knock, and I'm sure they'll let us in. This is an agency facility after all.
That's true.
John will just cock his shotgun. that's the only response he gives.
I see Mr. Smith, the subtle kind.
You weren't with me last time. You haven't seen what I've seen, man.
You haven't seen what I've seen, man.
There are horrors worse than men out there, for sure. And women.
I love it. Trying to be politically correct. All right.
Aims to please, ma'am.
So you guys want to go up to the front door?
Yep, that one, I believe.
All right, cool. You drive up the snow chains. You haven't really noticed them all this time. Like it's just been driving, and the road's been. There's been snow, but it's been like thin, and you've heard them like hit the tar and stuff, and eventually you just didn't even notice them anymore. But across the ice, you hear them actually dig into the ice. I think that you feel like the car like slipping a little bit, but doesn't do much. And you drive all the way up to the front door, and you park yourself off there. And let's see if I can do this one. So I go Leia, token Leia, Definitely.
By the looks of it, the valet isn't here yet.
Definitely. You should be able to control those characters.
Ooh.
Nope.
Again,
Nope.
but I had it every time. I had it said, yeah, now that I drag it, it's like, no, this is nobody. This is nobody. Alright. Save. There's Mr. Bob Wilson. There you go.
Oh, that doesn't look like me. She's a bit pretty for me.
Name's at the bottom.
Oh, it's at the bottom. Okay, that's right. Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Oh, there we go. I am movable.
Now,
Yeah.
oddly enough, in Dark Hero, there are 3 attributes, and there are 3 health monitors or condition monitors. Physical, we use the red for physical, normally the green for your social one, bravery, and the blue for your mental. You don't have to put it in, but it helps me knowing that I'm not going to accidentally kill you. And yes, I am a GM that kind of sometimes fudge dice to save.
So
Right.
if I've put 1 dot in physical, does that mean I've got 1 physical, or do I use resilience?
No, you've got 1 physical attribute, but you've got 5 endurance points. And that's the 5 that
Oh,
goes in
gotcha.
there. Yep.
5 goes in there, and
And
into each of them. Well, did that work? Yes.
If you
there we
look
go.
on the second page of the sheet, it has the health method.
Yep. So it's 5 times whatever your attribute is in that.
Oh, so that's that. Gotcha.
Yep.
So physical was 5 for me.
Yep.
And mental was green.
Yep. A mental is blue.
Oh, both of those are 10 anyway.
Yep.
I don't really need to look at
And
them.
then
Yep.
any what was I going to say? Put your max. If you put your maxes in the bar, if you go edit and you put your max in, then it can be visible for people. What was I going to say? Yeah, all damage that you take, you reduce your resilience. Reduce the damage by your resilience to a minimum of 1.
Yeah.
And if you've got armor or anything else that gives you protection first can go to minimum 0, and then resilience to a minimum 1. That's where cover becomes important, because cover actually gives you protection bonuses. All right.
Or makeshift armor.
You're loving that makeshift armor, aren't you?
Oh, I took some big hits last week. I'm really looking forward to having something to pad me up.
Nice.
Because that alien would not fucking die.
Oh man, that thing was strong.
Die, you bitch, die. Yeah.
Yes.
So, Audrey, you're gonna. I might back you up a bit there, and while you knock.
Audrey, you shall politely knock on the front door.
Rat-a-tat-tat.
John has his shotgun readied. Just in case.
I've got my hand in my jacket on my revolver that's on its underarm holster thing. In its underarm holster.
Cool. You knock on the very cold steel metal door, iron door, steel door, something. And you can hear it echoing inside for a little bit. But nobody, after like a minute, nobody's coming to answer the door.
Yep, no one's home.
They must be busy.
Well, maybe they're caught short.
Is it locked?
That's what
Can we-
I think would
can
be
we
a good
open it?
time to check.
Yeah.
It is locked, yes.
Try to open it.
It's got like a handle. You open it and it, you feel that it's locked. not with a bar at the back, but with an actual like key lock or something.
I assume
It's
there's no
quite
welcome mat.
There's no welcome mat. There's a welcome
And it's
Audrey.
It's quite a solid door, isn't it? Like it's not
Yeah.
just like a normal wooden door.
No, this is iron reinforced. Kind of
Okay.
like your. Oh, I don't want to say like a blast door or something, but something like that.
Yep.
Like
Yep.
heavy figures,
Sort
probably
of
like what 10
Pseudo
centimeters thick
military
kind of
facility
thing.
type thing.
Yeah.
Yep. Right.
Oh, guess in that
Oh well.
circumstance, Woody will step back.
Yeah. Let's go check around the other side.
Any of you?
Around the other side. Yep. Which one? The
Does anyone have any skills? Can we blow this door up? I can't.
is it
Probably
is it
be a
got
bit
a
much, eh? We've just got
Yes.
here and we shouldn't really blow up their doors.
yes? I'm more the talking type than the thumping doors down type. Maybe there's a back door that's open.
Yep. Go check around here.
Might have to give you a boost up here, and you can try that door.
You can walk across the ice. It's obviously it's going to hold you further out. There are a few
How-
cracks and stuff. But yeah, you get a boost.
How
boost
high
up.
is it to get up there?
I'm going to alternate in feet, but I'm going to try and stick to meters on this one. That's about 4 meters above your head. No, 4
Okay,
meters off the
above head.
ground. Sorry, not above your
Off
head.
the ground, yes.
Yep.
So if I got a boost off,
Yeah,
if I got a boost
so
off
if you-
Bob, I should be able to.
You could pull the car around and stand on the car's roof and do it as well. But yeah, it's not
Oh,
hard.
good point.
Yeah.
I checked this
The
door.
car seems a much better method.
I just went and got the card. You see me?
I saw
I
it.
drove over Audrey.
I drove over Audrey. Hey, man.
Is this door open at all?
I'm going to say roll a dice 6. I'm not going to do
Okay.
10 roll twins a lot. So 6 is good and 1 is bad.
It appears to be locked.
That's the trapped one, is it?
Yep.
On the one?
So that was Mr. John Smith touching that, right?
It
Yes.
was.
You like put your hand on this thing and you twist it to push, and as you're pushing, it actually does give way for a split second, and then something on the other side hits it like so hard that it almost knocks you back off of this ledge, off of this ramp, and you like hit the railing and you Sasania, and then you hear the lock go and locks itself.
Oh.
And like snow falls from being shaken off of the building.
Oh, that's not very nice.
Not very welcoming,
It seems
is
they're
it?
being quite unfriendly.
So shall we follow this walkway around a little
That
bit?
hurt my hands.
Would you like a hand up, Missy Audrey?
Well, since you offer, up she goes.
And that's where you're walking on. This place is pretty much covered in snow. You can see nobody's walked on this for a few days. And no windows on the side at all. So the 2 slit windows were in the front. I'm going to say those things there are windows now. And you get all the way to the end where there's another door. Right there. Similar door, but seems to be made out of a different kind of material because this blue toned metal.
I will check the door again and hope for a better result.
You can roll the wind dice again.
Oh, Jesus Christ! The whole thing's a death trap.
I love it. Just random rolls for to check which doors are open. I just need to refresh my memory. This
It almost feels like it's the same guy who close to you before has run down here as you realised.
He's following me around. Slams it into my face again.
Yeah, the same thing happens. You open the door and it's like, oh, cool, it's open. As you open, you just see actually you can make, so the room behind it is a single square room and it looks like it's kind of like a, I want to say like a decontamination thing. It's just one room where the one door can't open if the other door's open. That comes security type room. And you open it,
like an airlock.
you can make an awareness roll directly.
Awareness is 3. Okay. 3.
I mean, that's for this.
Oh, fuck me.
All you see is the door getting slammed back, closed again, and then that sound of it locking. You didn't see.
Can I just suggest, Mr. Smith, maybe clean the snow off your glasses so you can see through them? Is that appropriate to say now?
He cocks his shotgun again.
You're wasting bullets.
No.
It picks up the shells.
Alright.
You didn't see anybody
Next plane.
close the door.
No, I saw nothing. I am not observant.
What you saw was a square room.
Looks like we're going to
No,
have to
what's
try
going-
the other
ghosts.
side.
You're gonna go around the other side.
That's ghosts. There's ghosts in this place.
Ghosts don't exist, man.
Perhaps
Come on.
this time
Everything's aliens, right?
the
It's aliens.
two of you big boys can open separate doors
Jump
at
the car.
once.
Jump in the car and we'll go around to that other side.
That's more a helicopter than a car, but it's just going to be a car.
Oh, wait, you're going right down there.
Something's wrong with them.
That's where we're going, wasn't it? Oh,
I
we're
was
going
just going to go to this door here.
Oh,
Now,
there-
I'm going to
fair
try
enough.
it.
There's that door there, too. Yeah.
Yes. Shall I
Audrey
try open it this
suggests
time?
That
What do we do?
you do that and
Slash
John
roll.
go try the other door at the same time.
Is it 1d6? Oh, yeah?
Try both doors at the same time. It's a good idea.
Can I walk
In
through this black?
the idea that there might be only a single person.
Yes, you can, sorry. My polygon reveal was not very polygony.
I'm assuming it's like the... Yeah, there we go. So it's like the other side, yeah.
Perfect.
All right. I yelled to Audrey, I go, ready!
Set. Go.
Alright.
Oh, I-
Still set herself in between.
What are the chances? 1, 2, 3, 4 ones in a row. Oh my gosh. And Mr. Bob Olsen, the exact same thing happens to you. It opens by a little bit and it's not even a crack open when it gets slammed against you. And you hear locking. Sound of this door had 3 different locks on it. And it seemed to have worked, Mr. Smith, because your door does not slam shut in front of you.
What?
I put my foot in the door, gesture to Audrey, and keep the shotgun trainer the next door.
Get the fuck in here now.
Ah, good. Seems there is only the one adversary here.
Not very chance.
There we go.
Push through,
All those
gentlemen.
ones.
And which way does the door go?
Where's the light switch?
The door's there. And then, yes, all 3 of you can fit into that. How can you be moving your character into the darkness? What the heck?
I don't know.
I don't know how you
I can't
do
see anything.
I shoot my arrow to the darkness.
I don't know how you're doing that. Alright, cool.
Have you lost yourself now? Oh no, there you are. You found yourself.
Alright. All 3 of you can fit into that room. It's a squeeze. You can. Or you can do it one at a time. You figure that while that other door was open, you can't open the door in front of you. Without, like,
guess
you
we
can
all
try and force it. But it's
We all
just
squeeze in then.
Yeah, you can all squeeze into the same spot. You wouldn't want to have a fight in there.
Audrey doesn't mind waiting outside for a second
You
group.
really don't want to squeeze in with these boys.
They pass through and then she'll come through.
Yeah, cool.
Yes.
Let me just reveal some stuff here. Whoops. Next time I'll try and do the dynamic lighting and all the blocks. I just drew a picture. Well done. Oh man, are you serious? I thought I was doing polygon reveal. Because they look the same. The polygon line draw shape looks exactly the same. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wait.
If you've got a yellow line, yeah.
Boom. Did that work?
Hey,
Cool.
That worked.
Good. Found the light switch.
That's a bit more impressive.
The light is actually on inside here, but there's the normal lights and some spots on the walls down at the bottom there's a little red light on. 4 of them. This entire room, it looks like it was a. Put yourselves back at the door. Damn it. Jeez. It's like, I'm not going to worry what's in this room. I'm just going to carry on walking. All right, you all 3 come into this room, and it looks like it was a storage room at some stage, but it's all been destroyed. The boxes have been torn apart. Pieces, even like metal crates, have been shredded, literally like torn like paper. And you really don't know what the heck's going on in here.
It's not a great sign.
That there is a desk that looks like it has like drawers, filing cabinet style drawers, but even though filing cabinet drawers have been torn off and thrown about, that looks like some kind of packaging machine that they'll put a box in and will wrap it for them, with a plastic shit wrapper.
Yep.
And then these are all ripped off. This was a chalkboard at some point, but it's been cracked and smeared. There's a couple words in there that just got dates and a name or something that they need, kind of like a shopping list that you put on a chalkboard. This is a big double, again, heavy doors. There's also big double doors there, not heavy doors though. But they look like they've got a safe, like the bank vault wheel type safe on it, but they don't look very strong. And then you've got a single door, in the corner.
Cool. Down the bottom there.
Yep.
Well, I think I'd rather check these smaller doors first before we go for the big one, because I think that's where we were getting locked out. Up there. Mm-hmm. Sort of make sure there's nothing behind us before we go further on. What do you think?
Yep. Makes sense
check
to me.
out this one and then this one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there are 3 of us. We should check out all 3 at the same time.
Divide and conquer. Split the party.
Isn't that the most efficient method?
Never seen a horror movie.
All 3 of you can make awareness rolls.
You make a what check?
Awareness tests. So page 2 of your character sheet.
Yes. I've got 4 in that because I've got an extra one because I took paranoia.
Awesome.
3 success.
3 on order, good.
Oh, 4d6. Oh.
Wow. That's unlucky.
That's an unlucky roll. This also
No,
wasn't
I'm hoping-
ones, right?
Yes.
I hope my rolls warm up before any combat starts.
That's why I keep watching. I have all these great rolls in the beginning, and combat hits, and this all sucks. John, missing your one. Or was it yours above?
No, I rolled badly. 1, 2, 2.
He's a 3d6 above. Yep.
All right, so Audrey, you from a random location, let's say from down here, I don't know if you can see that in my map. Yes, you can.
Yes.
You can hear
Oh, yeah.
what sounds like the only way you can describe it is the metal being torn apart.
Mm.
You've somehow your memory flicks back to some documentary or an ad showing some metalworks where they were actually tearing cars apart, and it's that kind of sound coming. Yeah, like sheet metal's been torn.
Sounds like there's some heavy machinery down there.
Hmm.
Doubt heavy
That
machinery
might be why there's
tore this
so
place apart.
few people to greet us. Is they're busy with heavy experiments?
I'm not sold.
You're not so. Yeah, the slamming doors must have just been the security system because we didn't have the right passcode.
And this does not look like the work of heavy machinery being used.
No, that's true. But maybe they were just forgotten where they placed their report and were desperate to find it. I'm sure there's a
Possibly.
reasonable explanation.
I love it. You're Scully. Convince the crew that there's no aliens here, boys.
Yep.
What does this door look like?
So it is a
does it-
double metal door, but the locking mechanism looks like a big wheel, and there's a safe style combination lock on it. But the door itself,
Okay.
like it is metal, but it's not the heavy ones like on the outside. It's
Okay.
just a general metal door.
Well, shall we just try spinning the dial?
Is there anything on this board here or in that desk that might give us a clue about the combinations?
Let's do this one on a luck, right? So make an awareness roll again, I guess. Yeah.
One fail, one
It's a
success.
seriously good question. I'm going to say no.
No, well, nothing I can detect.
No, you find papers, like the bits of papers that have been torn, and there's been papers that are like been shredded so much it looks like somebody put them in a confetti machine, and it's just been torn bits of like. However, even with that one, you didn't find it with the one success, but with that one success, I'm going to say because awareness is based on reasoning, you think somebody else was potentially looking for that same thing and getting frustrated.
And then they grew giant claws and tore this place apart. Right.
Yeah. There's no claw marks on the wall or anything, but there's metal sheets that have been torn, just like the metal has been torn. The metal that has been torn is definitely weaker than this door, though. But the door's got no sign of physical damage or anything on it.
Okay. What's your lucky combo, Bob? I can try and put it in, see if you can guess it.
The
Right.
combo. That'll be awesome, right?
Is that that by awareness or something, or
There's no roll for this.
what about trickery?
You're going to trick the lock.
I'm going to put my little ear next to it and just have a little listen. Actually, first of all, can I
will be an
try
awareness
the
roll.
turnstile? Can I just try the turnstile to see if it's actually open before we even do all that?
Yeah.
No, it is like.
Good one.
All right.
Good one. Check.
Well, how about that?
Lock the door again.
How about 2 passes and one of them being a 6?
Oh.
Or 2 successes and one of them being a 6.
On rolling the combination lock, you do feel that you got one of the numbers, and it was a 13.
A 13.
Ooh.
There we go, folks. One number down. How many is it? I don't know.
Anybody got any experience
Yeah.
with safes or locks? You could make a mental reasoning roll on the kind of thing that's likely what it would be. Like how many numbers you need.
I've got reasoning. But I've only got 2. One in science and one in reasoning.
Yeah, so you can do a mental plus reasoning.
Okay. So. Oh, hang on. That gives me
what do
3,
I
doesn't it?
remember?
So I've got
Gives you
science and reasoning. Yeah. Okay. 3.
So you get it. So the mental is your attribute. You use your attribute, and then 1 because you're trained in reasoning. So you don't use your science.
Way!
Ooh, that's much nicer.
I feel like this is too easy. You scroll through and you find a number, but it's the same number, 13.
I thought it was checking to see how many numbers there could possibly be.
My bad. Yes. You think this particular one is likely to have 4 combinations,
We're
and the
probably
numbers
about
range.
25% of the way there, Bob.
The numbers range from 1 to 32. Random number 32 on this particular doll, and it can go forward and backwards like normal.
Yeah.
So chances of guessing it all the way through is
going to be really hard.
You're going to be
All right, well,
days.
You looked at the board. We haven't looked at the table, have we? At the top here, is that right?
Don't think so, no. Audrey, could you take a look at the table? Oh no, Bob, go for it.
I'll go for it. I'm just going to do. Excuse me,
Bob
ma'am.
wants to.
Assume awareness.
Just shoves Audrey out of the way.
Whoa!
Does
Nice.
3 with
Good
2
roll.
6s, 4 with 2 6s count?
Oh, that is a nice roll.
I know there's a 13. I'll know what I'm looking for.
You don't find any like numbers that suggest a safe combination or anything like that. You do find a key that looks like it's an ordinary door key for an office. No, actually, it's not. Looks like it's for a smaller like safety box or something. You know, like a petty cash box style thing, but something slightly more secure than that.
Is there one of those around?
Not yet, though.
I might be in another room. We'll just keep an eye out for anything that might be locked later on, and maybe it'll have the passcode for this door in it. Maybe not, but I mean, could we? I mean, is it flimsy enough for us to try and break down?
The door between the 3 of you, probably not. You'll need some kind of cutting equipment, like a blowtorch could probably get through it eventually, or just take it off, or like axes or something. Well, no, not axes. Your ice picks on your car are not suitable. Jim almost stood in it there.
Yeah.
But with the right equipment, yes, you could get through it.
Shall we venture through this area?
Yeah, let's go down. Audrey really wants to go through the big doors, I know.
Audrey's like, yeah, I'm so used to going through big doors. Somebody needs to open them for me. That's just a door.
Can we check to see if we can hear any noises like close to us here?
Of course. Make awareness rolls. The most rolled thing in this game is awareness. I need more dice.
Oh, look at that. I thought I did well, then Audrey trumps me. With 4!
Oh.
Did you know that rule about the 6s, Ben?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you can re-roll it, can't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can re-roll a fail.
A fail dice, yes. And then in combat, you can use it to trigger other effects on your weapons.
Yeah.
Or to re-roll your, if you're running out of ammo, to re-roll your 1 so you don't lose ammo.
It's very important.
Like that.
So Audrey's got 4. Ben's got 4 as well. Or how many made it?
No, that wasn't me. Oh, that was me for before. That was me
Alright.
finding the key.
Okay. Do you want to make an awareness roll now too? You can if you want to. You don't have to.
Oh, yeah, why not?
Audrey's mostly listening to the tearing of metal.
Oh well.
Use one of your sixes.
Forgot to.
No,
slash.
that didn't right. You do the slash, don't you?
Yeah. And if you use a greater than or smaller than 4 sign, then it will count your
Oh, well.
successes for you.
Look at
So,
that.
Does
I mean,
that
that's
mean
All
I
of
get
you
across the
are
board.
really good. So
three sixes? When I use one of the sixes, too. Anyway, yeah.
over you all of you hear this like tearing. Oh, actually, you hear. I want to say it sounds like an explosion, but not more of an explosive force than an explosion with fire. Something getting blasted out of the way.
Whoa.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
Get your guns ready. Just in case.
Yep.
And we're going through.
Yep.
And yes, it is open.
Okay.
Where are we? I should have studied this map a bit more because I can't see all the patterns. Yeah, actually opening
that's a
this
big machine.
room and walking into it, it's really cold in here. And you can hear like the machinery in front of you has got this really low hum to it. Sounds like some
Is
kind
it
of
like a generator?
like a generator, but the kind of it sounds like a generator, but that this room's been kept cold as well to keep the generator, from overheating. Really cold, actually, like even colder than it is outside.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah. So you all
Brr.
like shiver. And there was no sign of it on the door when you opened it. The door was just a door. And there's a door there walking around. Well, hold on. You see some more shivet sticks. I really need to do dynamic lighting there.
Oh.
I'm just going to reveal. I tend to reveal more stuff.
That's another door down there.
That's another door down there.
Down there.
Yeah. What's this? Is it like a platform?
That looks like a I want to say fridge. Actually, it looks like a fridge, but one of like the medical fridges that have got a whole lot of bits and medical supplies inside, and oddly enough, looks like it's got some kind of organs inside as well. Like really big glass beakers and stuff. This,
Who's good at science?
This, is a material covering something else, and these ones look like unused and not. There's more fridges like that, but they're not used at the moment. That there is the door. I think there should be a wall there. There's a door as well, but I've already revealed the back. This down here is like a walk-in refrigerator. This one.
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
I'm gonna take a look in the fridge.
Yep.
Our friends in the fridge. All right. I'm gonna come a bit closer, but just in case.
I really need a soundtrack for this. Sounds like ooh. Just this
One of those
creaking.
a face hugger.
Then the dripping of ice or water. You've got a fridge. Like the top shelf has got a whole bunch of blood samples, and red blood, so it looks like human blood, with different codes and names on it. And it was open, and the door's open if you want to open it. It's not. It hasn't been broken or anything. It's been completely ignored by the looks of it. And then underneath is the bottom part of it. Have got bigger beakers that looks like one's got a heart in, one's got a part of a brain in it, and one's got an organ you don't actually recognize just by default. And a couple of them's got other organs that do not match anything that your general knowledge says they're possibly not human.
Are they labelled? Like the blood samples are labelled?
Yeah, they've got not names, but they've got like codes on them.
Okay.
Like serial numbers.
So they hadn't made it easy for me. They haven't said grey man spleen or anything like that.
It'll be worse. You find one that's labelled Bob Wilson. No, they've all got serial numbers.
1329764
Does anyone have you got a Bob? Have you got a camera with you? Being an investigative reporter.
Probably should have.
You can have an old style Polaroid.
I've got it.
That really slow, or you can have the camera that doesn't spit out the picture itself. That's easy.
I think he's going to go the old style Polaroid that takes 20 minutes to develop, but that's pretty quick.
That's pretty quick.
Take a photo of some of that stuff.
Okay, I'll just set the camera up. 20 minutes later.
No, you take a picture and just...
No, I know. I'm kidding.
I know. You just carry it with you until it develops.
I need to spin the flash now so I can use it again for next time. Or was that in the 70s they came out, those single-use flashes? But anyway,
I remember those.
John's going to take the cover off whatever this is as well.
What do I have? Yeah, cool. You pull the cover off, and it is two metal shelves, and there's a body of a grey on one of them, just lying there, and
a proper grey.
Yeah, the grey alien grunt.
Oh, take a photo of that.
I will.
Lying there.
I have.
It doesn't. It has physical injuries in that its whole chest looks like it's been pushed in from an outside force.
Pushed in?
Yeah, like something crushed it. The bottom part.
Knew they were real.
The bottom of the shelf doesn't have anything. Of course they're real. You're an agent. You
must have been very expensive to bring a chimpanzee all the way over here, shave it, and then just have it die like
that. Yeah. Do you think this is another war veteran, Audrey?
This one, no. But
no? Okay.
Maybe we'll find some around in here.
Can you get me a milkshake?
What do you think, peeps? Shall we go this way or into the main corridor?
Well, I don't think there's going to be much more to this place, so I think it would be good to get down here. Come down and just check that last door. Again, I'll back you up from over here. You have the close range weapon of the shotgun, remember?
It's always wise to ignore the sounds of explosions.
Yeah, exactly. There's nothing good that comes from explosions, so we'll make sure there's nothing behind us.
I just noticed Chris's rolls. What was that all for again?
I like making rolls in random, but sometimes I roll them in real life on my table.
That's anyway. Okay, that's all right. That's cool.
It's awareness tests for the hidden movement. That's what it is. Completely blunt. To see if they know where you are. Because you've just gone down a friggin' side road that I didn't expect you to go down. But hey, players never do what you expect, right? All right, you have a door in front of you. It is locked.
Oh.
You know what? I just remembered I actually have this picture of this map in my maps and resources folder. So let me actually open this friggin' thing up.
Oh, because are you going blind as well? Are you?
Oh man, I can't see like where the doors are. Yes, that door next to you was a double door. So you got a door in front of you. Correct.
Yeah.
Awesome. This is so friggin' creepy. I have my stuff zoomed out so I can see the full map, and then it means I can't see much. Cool. The door is in front of you and it is locked.
Okay. Or what about your give the key you found a crack, just on the off chance.
I'll try and stick it in.
Yeah, those key is too small.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess we're heading to where the explosions are happening.
Again.
John says trepidatiously.
Explosion.
I always thought that investigators knew how to open locks. But it seems that's not the case.
You can try and pick the lock. Pretty
I'm
sure
a-
you
I'm
could
sure that's what
pocket
I'm a-
knife with
Tracy and his gang did.
I'm an investigative reporter, not a breaker and enterer. I've got
Or he's
some
got a
Very
hairpin
different.
you could use to try and pick the lock.
Can anybody do that?
Yeah.
It's like just a
Any-
check.
No, anything you can do. So, like, anything you could do, you can do. That's only if there's something special. And picking a lock's not a special thing. You can try and
give it a try.
You can go and try and build yourself a nuclear warhead. You are going to fail, but you can try it.
I'll try and pick this lock.
You can pick it.
What do I apply to that?
Physical plus trickery.
Oh, I've got trickery. I could do that. Yeah.
Okay, well, you give it a crack. I've got no trickery.
All right. So I've got 1 in physical and 2 in social, 1 in trickery. So is that just 2 then? Because it's 1
Just two.
physical,
So
1
it's
trickery.
physical and trickery.
Yep.
Yep. And you're using, like, you don't have a toolkit, so you're using like a little pen knife or bank cards don't exist yet, or a paper clip or something.
1 success.
You actually feel it
Hairpin.
unlock.
Ooh.
Woohoo!
Now you're
See?
all asking the
As I said.
question. Is the GM railroading us? I'm not.
Do you want me to go first?
Oh, open it. I'm here.
Okay.
Reporters
Open
and
the door.
investigators are the same thing.
So that door opens into a small square room with a door on. Let me actually reveal it for you. That would help. With a door there that's got this little
That's another door.
red security light on it above it.
Ooh.
And it's a more of a heavier metal door, kind of like the outside ones. And there's a smell in here, and you can't. It's just like it's an odd smell, and it doesn't smell nice. But you can't really place what the smell is. It's just like that doesn't smell good.
Okay. What is it, like a digital readout for like a digital code we need to find to get into
No, that's
the store?
It's just a door with a keyhole.
Oh, it's just a keyhole.
Yep.
Okay. Try your key again.
Is it too big for my key?
Your key is too small.
It's not the first time he's heard that.
Well, I like the way how I tried to reverse it to, is the keyhole too big? To he reversed it to, no, your key's too small. That's subtle,
Key
very
is
subtle.
too small.
Right. I still think we need to find that lockbox. I reckon it's got a whole bunch of keys in it.
Yeah, it's possible.
One random key to find the master key.
The master. It's like your master password for your password bank or whatever. Yeah. Right then. So
what
back
do you
to
do,
these
Mr.
big
Smith?
doors. Oh.
He is listening at the door. 2 successes.
You listening?
Yep, just checking before I open it.
You hear the slow squeezing, crunching of metal and wood and plastic. Right, yeah.
Right there, right outside. Oh, great.
And then like you're listening to the door, and then you hear the footsteps of people behind you, and then suddenly it just stops.
I gesture to the other two to stop moving.
Okay, what's going on?
Just stay. Shh. Don't move.
And we wait silently. Just waiting. What's going on?
I can't make the sound. There's a big thump against your door again, and it like just gives you a bit of a startle. Mr. Smith, you can make another awareness roll, and I'll give you a +1 bonus on this one. Because you're right there.
Oh.
2.
Nah, couldn't have been. You almost... Was that a face in the door looking at you? Nah, couldn't have been.
What?
In the door? In the metal door?
In the metal door, yeah. You almost swear like you just after that bang, and you stood back and you were looking at the door, that you saw a very feminine face looking back at you, but it wasn't really there. And then you can't see it anymore, and you're not sure. You're actually not sure if you saw it or not. Could just be the lights playing tricks on you.
Anyone else see anything weird just then? Like, hypothetically, a female face in that door?
Possibly?
No.
No.
Okay.
Bob and Audrey
Did you not clean your glasses when Bob asked you to?
Did I... What, sorry, Audrey?
Did you forget to clean your
Not
glasses?
clean your glasses when Bob asked you to?
Maybe that's the problem. Yeah, I'll give them a clean. Right. Are we going through? There might be something big and bad on the other side of this door.
Well, get your shotgun ready, my son. We're going in hot. I pull out my tiny revolver with my tiny key in my other hand.
Okay. In we go then.
All right. You open the door.
And reveal...
Death and destruction. All right. Before I just... Well, you're going to see that straight away, so I guess I should show you that straight away, right? So...
is that a big bad there?
That is a bed. So a couple of things. This area looks like there's massive, like, garage-style door at the end here. That you're not even sure what it is. It looks like literally a hole in the ground, like a glass panel is over it. There's those other double doors that you haven't opened yet. Single doors, smashed to bits. Doors where that explosion was earlier, just strewn everywhere, like it just got shattered. And then a crumpled up part of this desk that looks really old, like old, I don't want to use the word computer, but really old stuff like that. A whole lot of knobs, buttons, got some kind of like display readout TV screens on it. And then this thing here is wearing parts of a security uniform, and it's slowly picking itself up off the ground, and it's like, and turns to face you. It looks aggressive and not quite right, but it was definitely once human. It's really unsettling to see it. It's like bones are just bending in ways that bones are not supposed to bend, and you can hear them breaking as it's moving.
Oh, lovely. Well, this is where Betty the shotgun comes into play.
Yes, this is called... Oh wait, let me guess, it's going to do this shit to me again.
And it seems we have found your war veteran.
It's looking a bit worse for wear.
Yes.
And you guys can roll initiative. So initiative is on, for Ben, that's on page 2 of your thing, social plus physical. And it is a success
and I've
test,
got
and you just count your
I have
first.
I have a +1 for paranoia as well.
Nice.
That's what you do. But I'm got 0, so it's fine.
Awesome. You're having terrible luck.
Oh, well, hang on. I will roll another 2. Oh,
You can do it again.
no.
Roll again.
So what did
Still
you
just
end up
2.
with? 3.4, right? And Audrey is on 1?
1.
1 point.
Well, there you
Oh,
go.
you've
I'll
already
go
put it
last.
in.
All right.
1.4.
Alright, Mr. Smith. This alien crit in front of you, or an infected / implanted human, which you actually kind of remember from the last mission you had. The chef was nearly there, and that woman that you rescued was on the verge of becoming this infected creature.
Oh, this is the same sort of thing. Okay. Can Bob and Audrey get around me if they want to? Can they
Yes.
step out into the hallway? Yep. Okay. So I will stay exactly where I am then.
Even in combat, you can move through players' squares unless the player's trying to stop people from moving.
Okay. Well, I'll stay exactly where I am and unload into that thing. So shotgun. It's within 4 meters. Yep.
Yep. Yeah, range.
So I get 1 for that. I get 1 for shotgun, 1 for revolver, and then
Not the one for firearms.
1 for firearms, I should say. So that's 3 plus ranged. No, that is firearms. Sorry. Do I get 5? It's 5, right?
So your physical is 2, right?
Yep.
Plus
Yep.
1 for being trained in ranged, so 3.
Yep.
Plus 1
Yep.
for your firearm skill circle is 4. Plus 1 for the non-automatic long arms is 5.
And then I get plus 1 to my attacks in general for being battle hardened.
Battle hardened, so that's 6 dice.
Okay.
And that's a quick attack, or you can do the aimed attack and get another extra dice for your mental attribute.
No, I'll just do 3 quick attacks, I think.
It's a shotgun, I don't think you're going to need to.
So 5 successes, and we'll
Oh, wow.
re-roll.
Don't re-roll anything. I know, you can re-roll
There we
one
go.
of them. Holy crap. So bleed gets upgraded straight into... So this is for Ben's reference. So he's doing a lot of damage, right? So let's ignore damage for a while because this thing's going to die. But
the
for
6s go into that.
Yeah, so for
what is it? The
1 edge, he uses to trigger the bleed condition. And then he uses the other 2 edges to upgrade bleed to disabled. So the conditions all form chains. So you have bleed disabled. I think then it goes unconscious dying. So even if something's really strong and you do a lot of edges on it, you can still kill it and defeat it by actually just blocking it completely.
Yeah,
That's a good point. I should have actually, instead of re-rolling that dice, I should have knocked it down as well, eh?
Yeah, you could knock it down as well. But
Yeah.
you blow... Probably it's... You blow its like left arm off completely and part of its chest, and it just slumps up against the ground, the wall, and then slides back to the ground.
Nice.
No,
You did 15 points of damage to him.
I was expecting more. I thought it was going to be like last week where I just kept on hitting it and it wouldn't die.
In this case, it's like a one-hit dead.
This is a mook. This is a grunt.
Mm.
You can see parts of its body is like still. Actually, I'll give you a free mental reasoning roll. See if you notice something.
So I've got 2, I think, for that.
Mm-hmm.
1 for mental and 1 for reasoning itself. So 2.
Oh wow! It hits and slumps down, but the way it falls, and even that arm that you basically blew off, like the arm's still moving in the air, and you get a feeling it's kind of makes you think of like the easiest description, like a puppet holding strings and pulling on them.
Mm.
And then just
Maybe not actually dead.
and it just like collapses, and like parts of it move, but for a couple of seconds afterwards, and then it stops.
So it's not moving around anymore.
No, yeah, you are convinced that it is been defeated. Oh, there are double doors down here too.
Yeah. I was because if it was gonna look a little dodgy, I was gonna drag all the parts into that little room down there and lock it up.
Lock it
Nice.
away. So that's actually a good idea.
Lock it away.
So I give Betty a pet and
That was an awesome roll.
go. Yeah, it was an awesome roll. Glad I got all my shit ones out before. Which way, peeps? Which way do we want to head? Want to go through the double doors here, or have a look through these areas here?
Why don't we look down the one that's broken down?
The secretary can't help us anymore.
Yeah, the secretary wasn't feeling helpful, Audrey, sorry. The secretary had decided to try and eat us. Don't know why.
I'm taking a photo of that too.
Maybe he was just very exuberant in offering us coffee.
Yeah, or claustrophobic for being stuck in here so long.
Possible. It does seem that he's had some trouble with his desk.
So this room looks like it's a security, not a checkpoint, by the way, like the security captain would be stationed. There is a desk there that looks like a not looks like, I keep saying that. It is like a weapon cleaning and repair place. And there is there's like a revolver on it at the moment. Like stripped, looks like they were putting it together. And there's a little vial on that desk. It's got this, kind of looks like a picture a caterpillar where it's only like got legs on the 4 legs on the front of it, but it's still got a body that's like 3 centimeters long. It looks weird.
Okay.
And it's shaped in a way that looks like it would. Actually, it's about the same size as a revolver bullet.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay. We will pocket that. And is the gun cleaning kit, is that any use outside of...
Right.
Must be.
It's a whole desk and stuff, but essentially, if anybody actually was short of ammo, you'll be able to replenish some of your ammo, yeah.
Oh, okay. We'll come back for that later on.
Checkpoint.
Rummaging through the drawers and stuff, is there anything that looks like potentially a box that might fit a key?
Oh, a key box, yeah.
Actually, yes.
Oh, Bob,
There is you
get in
don't
here.
actually find it in the drawers, but like like you're looking through, and it looks like somebody's gone through this stuff already as well. Like just throwing stuff out, shredded papers for no apparent reason, and you get like a little bit frustrated, and you slam one of the drawers, and it hits something, and it doesn't close properly. And you pull it out, and you find this lockbox that's fallen down or was
Ooh,
carefully placed in a hidden area. And yeah, it's a lockbox.
cool.
See
I'll
see if that
see
bad
if the
boy
key works. Yeah.
opens up with the key. Yeah.
The key works.
Yay! And inside is
A small black notebook. Tiny one. The kind of
Oh.
thing that actually, Bob, you'd probably use quite often to make notes.
Yeah.
And it's got an what? It's got, I'm going to use the word algorithm, but it's got like a pattern on how to figure what the code is. So it
Okay, so he's writing a code.
suggests that the code actually changes quite often, and it's got something to do with the weeks of the year. And just scribbling it through, you see there's notes on the side, and after a couple of minutes studying it, you find the code, and you work out that the current one's 30 and the previous one was 6, so it's adding 7 days because it's weeks. So then all these ones on the previous just add 7 days, and you have 13, 40, 13, 29, 8, and 3.
I think we know the way to unlock that door.
Shall we go over and squiz that now?
You two can pause as Audrey is looking down a glass-like window.
Yeah, seems like an interesting thing to look at.
You're really confused because, like, from the outside, like, yes, there's a big, like, this valley fills up with water. There's no like river running or anything, but that's frozen. That's water underneath there, and you see like a cold water fish. I don't know what fish would be swimming here, but you see one swim past, and then
Arctic cod.
Then you catch the sight of a corpse, a human body, and you like just carry on looking, and another one like floats past, and you like jerk back away from the window, and yep, you count at least 3 or 4 bodies down there, all intact, but all look human, and all look like lab technicians. Hey! Soda! Sorry, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Yes, you heard that noise.
Guys.
Oh my god, I nearly had a heart attack there. Audrey, you can make an awareness roll.
Yep. Well, gentlemen, it seems there's been a unfortunate ice fishing accident. 4 successes.
4 successes. Hey, Bob, go back to where you were. You're not there yet. You're looking, and then, like, like the glass is frosted. You see like the impression of a feminine face in that glass, and then it's not in the glass. It's actually like floating through the glass and looking at you. And she seems to be staring at you like looking at you very carefully and very suspiciously. And you can see right through. And
hello, madam.
Vaguely humanoid. Oh, you say hello, madam, and she just like screams at you. You don't hear anything, but you just feel a punch on your chest, in your chest, that like knocks you back a meter, wins you a little bit, and then she vanishes. Just like screams through one of the doors.
Well, that was unpleasant. It seems... what would she be? a desk, maybe? Probably just the result of a unfortunate lab accident.
Yeah. Very unfortunate.
It's definitely.
I believe I've read about some things like this.
You could make a mental reason roll to see if you've heard of any stories about this thing. Something like this before.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, actually I have heard of vague, in one of, it was actually an agency, well, you've heard stories of ghosts, right? In the role. Like you've heard stories of ghosts. Agency files and stuff that you've been privy to over the last few months, you read something about a report where the agent claimed that the entity was completely invisible and nothing they did could affect it. And the markings underneath by like whoever the report was seen by was no evidence to support the claim. Okay.
I guess at that point we'll be heading
Bob
to
and
the...
Bob Wilson,
Oh.
and John Smith is now unpaused.
Well, I got the code to the door, Missy. What did you see up yonder?
Well, as I mentioned, I saw an unfortunate fishing accident has resulted in several of the lab technicians falling in and freezing in icy waters.
Doesn't
And
explain the.
it is possible that John actually had his glasses cleaned properly. I think I encountered this feminine face of his as well.
In the door?
In the ice. As per agency note B37-CX.
I thought that was somebody on some of that funny, smoking some of that funny weed. Well, maybe we should just head back to the locked door and, well, we can check about faces later on.
At least from what I did notice, it seems the lady is not a fan of chimpanzees either.
Be an ally? Is that what you're saying?
A enemy of an enemy?
Good way to think of it.
It's my enemy.
It's also my enemy.
Yeah, isn't that how the saying goes?
Some agree, yes.
Anyways, is this door openable? Can we pry this bugger open, or do we go back round the generator?
Actually, from this side, there's a bar on it that you slide open and you can open the door.
Okay. Yep. So we'll open it up so it stays open.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Bob. Bring your book.
Oh, sorry.
Audrey Arts. Take
Where have
it
you
cover,
been?
just in case.
Audrey's ducking for cover. Alright, I punch in my numbers. Or dial my numbers.
Yeah. Doesn't take long. The first number is actually 13.
Spin the big dial.
It opens.
And it's a tiny little room, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
With nothing in it.
Nothing interesting. Stop right there.
What's that?
Looks like a prison cell
Yeah.
with a giant combination lock on it.
You can see in that room now, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Audrey, make another awareness check with +1. Inside the big safe is a smaller safe and a big crate.
Aha. So that's just the green one's the smaller safe and the blue thing's a big crate. I take it.
The green one's a crate, the blue one, yeah.
Oh, yep.
So Audrey, you see that,
Yeah.
and then you don't.
It seems the madam is following us. She seems a bit shy though.
All right.
Well, let's have a look at this crate, shall we?
And then crack it open. I'll watch you back.
Sounds okay.
Audrey's gonna walk over to where she saw it. See what happens.
Bob, your hat gets like knocked off your head.
Oh. Do I notice anything? Where it came from?
Well, from right behind you.
Well,
John.
me. I got over playground bollocks years ago, mate. If I was going to knock your head off your head, I'd use my shotgun.
Yes. Was that when I was trying to open the crate?
Yeah. Oh, but like you've just basically gone down to like try and pry the lid off this crate, and your head gets knocked off.
Maybe we don't need to open this crate right now.
What about the safe?
Yes.
Get the safe a crack.
All right. Can I look in the book again and see if there's anything more about the safe? Is there?
Yeah, you get lucky.
Code?
There is another code. Like
Oh.
you actually went through it like about 4 times before you realized that there were 2 different, call them algorithms, because I don't know how else to say it. One was based on weeks and one is based on months.
Cool.
And yeah,
all right.
you figure out the code.
Read it. Yep. Read out the code and try and put it in.
Cool. Yep. Spin the numbers. Open the thing, and inside is a small cooler box, the kind that they use for organ transport.
Okay.
And
Has
it's
it got anything inside it?
yeah. You pull it out. You open it. It's cold, and inside is a silver and blue. I'm going to say headband because that's the only thing I can think of. Not the one that holds hair, but looks like it's a kind of thing that should be. There's a name for them. Not like tiaras, but the
Like
ones
a
that
diadem.
Diadems, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like that, but it's silver and blue, and on the inside there's these little, as thin as like pins, but they're short like drawing pins.
Yep. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Looks like it's something that's supposed to be strapped onto somebody's head, and it does have something that looks like it's a light in the front of it, but it's not one.
Okay. Like a. Yeah.
Audrey, you see her again. And she looks really angry, and she starts like moving very rapidly towards Mr. Bob Wilson. everybody can roll initiative again if you want to act in this comment or in this encounter.
What a roll.
Oh, terrible.
Leaves me exactly the
Hey,
same.
2.
That's the same roll again. And Ben's on 2 this time.
Yay.
Mr. Smith, you can barely make out a shimmering form next to Audrey, and it looks really angry.
Okay.
Mm.
I mean, I'm not holding out much hope for it, but I guess we'll just shotgun blast the ghost and see what happens.
Make your roll.
Oh. So that is 2 successes.
2 successes.
Does it
And
actually?
passes right through and hits the door behind?
Okay, so yep, just as I thought.
You did aim it well enough not to hit Audrey, though.
Oh, that's always a bonus.
First time for everything.
Incorporeal things. This is not my forte.
Mm.
Can we try speak? Well, I mean, I might have ruined that by trying to shoot her. But maybe I should have tried speaking in the first instance.
You can do a prep action and try and speak to her.
Yep, I'll try to speak to her.
What are you trying to say?
Who are you? And what exactly do you want, apart from apparently to exact some revenge on Bob?
Don't bring me to this. I just opened a safe.
Yeah, but the DM said she was angry with you, so I think it's because you opened the safe.
Could be.
There is a
Could
very
be.
soft, audible sound coming from her, but you can't make out what it doesn't sound like any form of language at all. Just this very muffled, screeching, screaming sound.
Okay. Well, I'm just going to take a step there.
Yeah.
And
None of the crates exist, so
that's
there's no difficult terrain, because they've all been destroyed, so you can walk anywhere.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
that's about all I can think to do. Let's see if this ghost actually hits me or Bob.
Alright, let's do this.
Well, she's disappeared each time, so she'll probably just do that.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. Cool. That just seems to just dematerialize in front of you. As when it does so, there's this Audrey and John and Bob, because you're watching, can see this energy wave coming from her location towards Mr. Bob. See what this does. Oh, wrong button. Come on, give me. Oh, that sucks.
Oh, the poor roll, yeah.
Yeah, terrible roll. You don't feel anything initially, Bob? But like you're holding this diadem in one hand. I assume you pulled out your gun by now, right?
Yes.
And like trying to lift up your hand that's actually trying to lift your hand up that's got the diadem in seems really hard. Like there's this extra weight trying to push your hand down.
Does it feel like they want it, or they just want me not to have it? There's a subtle
Or
differences there.
mental reasoning roll, and I'll give you a hint.
Okay, so that'll be
So
3.
it's good actually. Oh yeah. You feel that it's not actually the diadem itself heavy. It's your arm that somebody's pushing down, almost like they don't want you to put it on.
Okay.
And while you're like looking at this, you see the one little, there's this little blue white light that starts glowing in the center of this thing. It's just very, very subtly. And
If I'm having a go now, I'm going to put it back in that cooler box.
Yeah, we'll say it's your turn now.
Yep. So I'm going to try and put it back in the cooler box and close it up so that it's like, yeah.
You put your hand in, and you try and let it go, and you can't.
No.
You're struggling to. You can try and resist the effect. And to do so, you spend, like this is still combat effectively, you spend a preparation action, and you do a resilience roll.
Resilience, which is 3.
Seriously, you would, right? You needed 3 successes. This was really hard, and you just force your hand to let go, and it's painful. Like something's like trying to hold each finger down so that you won't let this thing go. And you drop it back into this box.
Yep. Put the lid back on and just go, folks. That's some weird, seriously weird stuff.
Yeah. Like you obviously, I mean, you're still facing outwards, right? Everybody can see you.
Yeah.
John and Bob, you hear that same like muffled screeching sound right in front of Bob. Right, yeah.
Ooh. Are they happy or sad?
Oh, it sounds angry and mad.
But it didn't want me to hold on to it. I thought...
You got the feeling that her, for lack of a better name, didn't want you to put it on.
Didn't want me to put it on?
Didn't want you to put it on, and didn't want you to put it away.
Oh. So wanted someone else to put it on. I wonder who that might be.
Yes. The person who would actually be suited to a diadem.
Well, Miss Moneypenny.
I mean, John. I don't think I suit a diadem.
It's a hairpiece thing. It's some woman's thing, some lady's fashion.
Bob, your hat gets knocked off again. And you can feel this almost feels like wind blowing against you. And then some of the rubbish around just starts getting lifted up and thrown everywhere. And more of it. I'm actually going to go, Audrey, your turn. And skip through this one.
Well, I guess to approach and try to speak with the ghost, effectively saying that she's aware that Bob is perhaps not the most suited, and he can be potentially a little boorish, but if she were to actually communicate a bit more clearly, then surely he And the rest of us would be happy to help.
Make a
As perhaps persuasion.
social persuasion roll with your whatever the number of dice you roll.
Yeah. So 3 successes.
Oh,
Actually,
it's
you
not
can roll.
I thought you rolled more than that.
No.
Oh.
4 successes.
Make that 4 successes.
No.
Nicely. Nice and subtle there.
Nice.
Yeah. It's pretty difficult to have large numbers of dice on non-combat rolls.
I know.
Mm.
Perfectly planned that way. Well, kind of worked out that way.
I'll
Everything's
have to
on
get the
teachers.
gambling one just to make it more.
Oh yeah.
That's fun.
That is a fun trade. I love it. Everything starts getting just thrown around like nuts, and pieces of like board and a couple bits of metal are starting to hit you guys.
Ow.
Yeah, that's like stinging pain at the moment, not lethal pain yet, but it's getting worse.
Mm-hmm.
And Bob, there's only this breeze blowing against you.
Oh, it's the wind's blowing around the other two, but I'm only getting a little breeze.
Uh-huh.
Alrighty.
Are we
then.
sure she doesn't want you to put it on? She's been knocking your hat off. Giving you
That's a
the
good point.
center of
It's
attention.
true. It's true, actually. Yeah.
That's very
Or
true.
it might just be the location, but who knows?
But I haven't looked in. We haven't looked in the safe yet either.
Yeah, we have.
No, that's the safe we
No.
got it. It's the crate you didn't open.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
the safe I got out of. No, sorry, the crate we hadn't looked in. Sorry,
Yeah.
yeah, it's the other thing. Yeah.
Okay. I'll just step in there and open the crate.
While everyone's confused and looking.
Yeah, you
I mean, what could go wrong?
away.
open the crate, and it has looks like more of these things, but they all seem burnt out, and the glass, that little bead that shines the light, is all shattered and turned black. Looks like failed, whatever these things are, or spent.
Okay. That's useful.
And you also
Step back
feel, while you're in there, you feel that there's just this wind. No, like none of the material is like a little bit so is getting in, but nothing's hurting you while you're in that room.
All right. Okay. I climb on top of the crate.
I'm gonna just try some negotiations here. I have my revolver and I have the box. I'm gonna point the revolver in at that diadem, at the crystal, and go, either you stop all of this and communicate with us, or I'm gonna shoot it.
Oh. Okay.
Leadership.
Tell us what's going on. Or is this going to end up like these other ones, all burnt out?
Make a social leadership roll with +1.
I don't have leadership. No,
It doesn't matter.
No,
You get
please.
+1 bonus.
Just so 3 then, is it? Because social and then
Yeah.
no, just 2 then, because I don't have leadership, do I? No, so
Yeah.
2.
So what's your social attribute?
Oh, 2. No, should be
and a
3
+1,
then.
so you get an extra dice. Yeah. You can reroll.
Add 1.
Okay, and I can reroll.
Yeah, you can reroll the 2.
So we might as well get 3 6s then. Or
Why
2
not?
6s. 3
Why
successes.
Why not?
I could have used trickery anyway, but that's okay. That's right. Persuasion.
No, this is a
Doesn't matter.
intimidation roll.
Yes.
I just had to work out how it would work.
I'm a cantankerous old bastard.
So
Oh, that's not some.
you can see these two. Like amongst all this chaos, somewhere in there you heard a breaking of glass, and these are frozen scientists. One's a frozen scientist and one's a security guard. Like just walking out, like kind of crawling themselves around. And in front of you, Bob, is this female. I mean, kind of looks human, right? She's kind of materialized, made herself visible, but you can still vaguely see through her. And she's looking at you with like a really confused look on her face. And she just reaches a hand up to her head, and this little blue-white light appears in the middle of her eyes.
So does she want me to put the thing on her head?
I think she wants you to put it on so she can talk to you. I think.
Would you want to put it on? Or you put a
I'm going to be busy shotgunning some zombies shortly.
All right. I'm going to make a leap of faith. And I will.
I mean, it might be a terrible idea. She might just get control of you.
You did stump the GM as well on that move. Completely. I was like, what? What do you mean you're doing that?
You can offer it to her, and if that doesn't work,
I'll offer the
on
box
yourself.
to her. How's that? Because I don't really want to touch it again after last time. But
You can offer the box though.
yeah, the open box.
Yeah, open the box and just offer the open box to her.
Yeah.
Yeah, she pulled the diadem, just like floats out and just goes straight onto her head straight away. And she like arcs backwards, and you can see she's screaming. These two things collapse momentarily.
Oh. Maybe that's a weapon that can kill them. Or at least hold them in place or something? I don't know.
She vanishes and the diadem falls to the floor.
Are the things they're just knocked down, they're not dead, are they?
They're not dead. They start picking themselves back up and moving in very slowly.
Well, Mr. Smith, I think we either have to, one of us has to try this diadem ourselves, or take these two out the old-fashioned way.
Yep.
All right, I'll go with it. I'll take my hat off, pick up the diadem.
Holy man, 1, 2, 3. That's 4 ones.
Oh!
Yep, crit fail. Unless that's 6 re-rolls.
Yeah, well, in this case, I think it has to, right? You hear a scream again from here. Ah, I didn't know that. Wait, what? I put my finger.
What?
I know, I was moving it. That's what. You actually hear that screeching scream a little bit louder than normal. As
Screech.
Audrey, a whole bunch of material near you just got like smashed out of the way and missed you.
That's very good.
Alright. I think John and Bob and have had enough turns. Audrey?
Yes, go.
Yep. So it seems our erstwhile fishermen have decided to join the madam, albeit in a more corporeal form. We'll move away from them.
Subtle.
And I think Bob said he picked up the diadem.
Yep.
Yes.
Well, since Bob is holding the diadem, doesn't have to do anything with that, so we'll just do some observe actions, I guess.
Okay.
Help him out for his probable need.
Or at least prepare to take me down when I turn into one of them.
Yep.
Ooh,
Yep, that second one does a lot better,
nice.
giving you +3 on your next roll. Don't need to reroll this. And
+3?
I guess lastly we'll... Yeah? Because I got 2 6s.
Yep. It's +1 and then one for each edge on the observe action, right?
Yep.
So your
And
very
lastly, I
next
guess
roll, Ben,
she'll just-
adds 3 dice onto it. Whatever
my
your next
God,
roll is
okay.
combat. So choose wisely.
Yes.
And lastly she'll just take cover, which succeeds.
Your best place for... Oh, yeah, you can just duck down and take cover or duck into the doorway to take cover.
Yeah. It's probably
Yeah,
easiest that way.
Cool. Mr. Smith.
I was going to go put on the diadem, but Bob got it first.
Okay. Sorry.
Oh, you threw me.
Yeah, no problem.
You completely confounded me. Like, what do you mean you're going to destroy it? Don't destroy it. I got notes. I have to go through what my notes say, but I can't change notes halfway through.
This is why my our D&D GM hates us.
I love it.
We come up with the weirdest stuff. Anyway.
I just love it, man. Players never ever do what you expect, right?
It's 2 successes with a crit, and because it's at range, I'll hit both of them with both that blast, won't I?
Oh wait, that's a big double door I said, right? So it is technically open. Yep, you can do that. You're gonna smash them both, right?
Yep.
How much
And I
damage did you
will-
do? 11?
10, I think.
It's 9 plus 2.
Was
The
it
base
2
is
for
9
every
and you
die?
get two successes.
Ah, right, okay.
Yep.
I thought I got 9 just for the first one and then 1 for every one after that. Okay. So yeah, 11 damage to both. Oh, geez, okay. We'll just do the same again.
And you can give them bleeding or just reroll it. Yeah, they did.
And I will re-roll that 1. So I hope to see if I don't lose any ammo. Yay! Sweet. Zombies taken care of.
Always reroll.
Now I
always,
will
right?
move 2 steps away from Bob and see what happens.
Alright.
I'll tell you what happens. You're 2 steps away from him now, right?
Yep.
That, oh wait, the wind's all died down, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I'll actually give it to you. You got the feeling, now that you're thinking about it, that it was actually your proximity to Bob and the diadem, rather than the room that was protecting you.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yep.
Alright, let us try this again properly, shall we? For a brief moment, Mr. Smith, you see her, like right next to you, and she reaches out her hand and pushes it through your chest.
It's just rude.
Man, my dice roll so cool. You see her getting frustrated. That's better. Alright, now
That's a lot better.
That's a lot better. So, you don't suffer any physical damage with this thing, but you feel your whole body and spine getting pushed and prodded and moved in ways that it shouldn't be. So, you have 2 effects on you right now. You have I don't know which one to use for this one. I'm going to call it that one. I'll tell you what it is now. And you have, I'll give you that one. She hit you and then she upgraded it. So, this is going to sound weird. It's a telekinetic version of being the charmed effect. So any hostile action against you cost any hostile action against her costs you an extra action point. Because she's trying to like stop your hand from aiming at her instead of you being mentally in love with her. Right? Yep. Also, because she hasn't got a complete hold of you, you're also confused and your body, like you're trying to fight your body to do stuff, but at the start of your turn, you're going to do something random until you can recover from this. Wow.
How do I recover from it? Roll that resilience.
Resilience on your turn. You just need a lot of successes. Yep. A lot. This is hardened as well. Which for both of you, so when you do an effect, instead of like upgrading it, you can spend an edge to harden it, and the harden makes it harder to resist. That's all it does. Instead of requiring 1 success, you actually require 3 on this one, which is really tough.
Audrey, need some help.
Yep.
Ooh, I'm glad she doesn't use them, huh? Ooh, that was close. Well, no, sorry, I need to look up what that effect is. Damn it. I write down one of the effects and then I don't write down the other one. That was silly. Give me 1 second. As Bob, you're feeling something grabbing your legs. Any action involving movement costs you +1 additional action point.
Okay.
So if you do like a quick attack, it's instead of if you want to move, it will cost you +1 action point.
Yep.
1, 2, 3. No. How many do you have? Hold on. I need to make sure. Oh yeah, I've got one more. Damn it. How would cover work in this one? Huh. That's an interesting one. Audrey, you have the same feeling that your legs are feeling like they are being bound together, that you can't move.
Mm-hmm. That's rather unpleasant.
Yeah, very.
Quite annoying, isn't it?
And she flashed her, like she didn't flash you. She appeared there, and then she disappeared again. Bob, what is your master plan?
I was going to put the Giara thing on.
Okay.
Do it.
I'm trying not to laugh.
All right. Nobody take photos. Take off my Stilton. Put the stupid thing on.
Well, you put this thing on and it fits kind of nicely, and you go, no, this isn't too bad until you feel the sharp stabbing pain of about a dozen needles going into your brain. And that little blue light, just, you guys see it, obviously Bob doesn't notice it, as this, that blue gem on the front just lights up. And Bob, you can see her plain as day, and she's, why can't I select you? What the hell? What is going on? Hold on. I have a technical difficulty. Did I go and put you onto the map?
No.
I'll put it onto the map layer. That would be why I couldn't accept it. You can see her plain as day, and you can see this like energy flowing all around her, and these little streams of energy connected to all 3 of you from her. And her human-like appearance is not so human-like anymore. She's got kind of that translucentness of a jellyfish. Like you've got that clear membrane, and it's all this, instead of veins inside it, you can see this sparking of lightning in front. Lightning is the only way you can describe it. And her fingers are, 3 times as long as the human fingers should be, and she's floating slightly off the ground.
Is she a bit more physical now, or a bit more corporeal?
For you.
For me, yes.
You can feel like energy and mental energy flowing through you. You think you can actually hurt her with this thing?
That's what can I hurt her with that thing, or do I need to hurt her with the physical thing, like a gun or something?
You definitely think it's mental capacity.
Mental stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my god. All right.
You don't think, by their reactions, you definitely think it's only you that can see this.
Yeah. Well, I've got innovation or reasoning in my mental sphere. So I might try to do something with that and add those +3 dice to it.
That's good.
And try to do something to hurt or at least contain her or hold her or something.
Okay. So, let me look at this thing, because I made this thing. Where is it?
That's what is it?
So, you can use any of those skills plus your mental attribute, or you can use your mental attribute plus ranged. And you can literally feel like a force that you can push out with your mind towards her.
Yeah, I'll do that. So that'll be 6 anyway.
Yep.
3 plus 3.
Now you got a choice. What's your mental attribute?
I'm going to use the ranged with the mental as an energy, as a weapon to try and hurt her.
You can use your mental attribute plus range.
Mental plus range. Yeah, so that's 3
dice. Now
3 dice plus 3 special dice.
3 is 6. Yep.
That
you got. Plus you can choose to do an aimed attack, which gives you +2 bonus. Add your mentor to the attack.
Yep. All right, I'll do that.
The drawback on that is it makes your attack slow, which I think is kind of appropriate because that's the first time you're doing this. Slow just means she can attempt to do a take cover action against you to reduce your successes or
all right,
resist it.
Oh, we'll give it a try.
Yep.
Yeah.
So she is going to try it, but because taking cover is not her normal thing, she only rolls half her dice and critically fails it. As she stands in absolute awe and wonder and shock. I'm going to give you another dice.
Oh, okay.
She critical failed to take cover. She's standing in the way.
No, doesn't matter. Still 6 successes I got.
6 successes. That's painful, man. How many net 1s did you end up with?
1 plus the 1 special dice. Well, I re-rolled one of the 1s to a 3, so I only got 1 then.
Alright, so 1. Because this thing's got ammo use. It's interesting, right? I'm trying to make this interesting. So,
Did those 2 zombies come back alive again, or is that just me?
You
get back alive.
I'll describe it soon. So you did 6 successes. And she reels in pain, and you can see like parts of her are getting like shoved like out of existence completely.
Yeah.
As you have wounded her a little bit. You think it's going to take a little bit more? But damn, you can feel this like energy pouring through. It's like it's opened up this energy source for you that you never knew existed. They've heard rumors of psychic abilities and stuff. Yeah. You've got 2 more actions, 1 more action.
Just keep
4 actions all up. I've got 4 action points.
Oh, nice. And putting on the diadem, I'm not going to count that as an
action. We'll call that 1. Yeah. So I can do it again, but obviously not with all those dice.
Not with the +3 from her.
No, so I could do another, just a 3 all right. 3 plus.
If you want to do,
What
you
did I
might
do
as well
last
be
time?
doing aimed again.
8. Yeah, so I might
add
as well
your
do
trigger
that.
to
So,
that gives
so
you
5.
5, yeah. So I'll explain a situation. Yeah, ooh, nice. Seems to hit her again, and she screams at you, and you can hear her screaming at you, where the others just hear this muffled screech. Just a mechanic thing there. So, doing a take cover against the slow, the first one is free. If you want to do more, it starts taking action points from your falling around.
Yep.
So she doesn't.
So
She does not try and dodge this one because a lot of time it failed badly.
yes.
You can do it again.
All right. Last time.
Oh, nice one.
Well, I can re-roll that 3, can't I? If I want to. Or is it
You can use
worth
that
by doing
edge.
the edge damage?
You can use
I'll
the
use that
edge on
edge
something. You feel the edge will do something.
I'll use it.
Good idea.
Hurt her even more.
I created this object against her, which is funny. So 7. So it has a base damage of 3, by the way. So 7 points of damage minus her resistance, unfortunately. And you have effectively dazed her. What's the word?
Nice.
Dazed? I'll use it for daze. Yep. So her first action on each of her turns until she recovers will be a +1 action point.
Nice.
Nice one. It's painful. You can feel the pain. The other two of you see, or Bob, you see it first. You see these like silver, like shadowy silver tendrils going hit these 2 other critters, and they start like picking themselves back up, and body parts start like stitching back into place, and bullet shrapnel just drops to the ground. That's what you did on our turns. And you, Audrey and John, you see like Bob's got this thing, and you can see like blood spilling from his head, and this waves of energy are coming from him at her now. Very subtle, like you can just barely see it. It's like the mirage, or the heat on a tar road. You see that like shimmering across the thing. Audrey, your turn.
Well, I am quite happy I didn't put it on myself. It looks rather uncomfortable.
It looks really painful, and healing those scars would take lots and lots of some form of cream. I can't remember the person's name.
Yep. Well, as much as I always enjoy wearing a tight skirt, this is not really the correct feel, as she tries to free her legs from the influence.
Go for it. Resistance roll. Resilience roll. Prep action.
Yep.
Yes.
3 successes.
You felt that it was a very weak hold on you.
Yep, I got lucky. And then we shall provide some encouraging words to first Bob, since it seems that he is actually doing quite a good job.
Yep. Every time she's
She
been
can't
injured, you've seen like a shimmering effect of it.
Yep. She doesn't really know how much he's actually doing to her, but he's obviously projecting energy, so
Yeah.
that's positive.
It's a good thing, right? Oh, that's a +2.
So +2 to his. Yep. We'll then, as asked, give some encouraging words to our colleague, John, who seems to be a bit more affected than I was by her touch.
Very much so.
Unfortunately, I don't provide much assistance with only +1. And lastly, I just don't particularly like the look of those guys. After all, they're a bit clammy. They probably wouldn't feel very nice. As we take cover.
Okay,
And
take
2
your cover.
again.
Thought you were going to shoot it. I was like, hang on, you don't normally shoot things. Mr.
Nope.
Smith. So, first thing happens on your turn. This is not a test, so the +1 doesn't get wasted on it. You just roll 1 dice. 1 dice 6, no target number. Alright, now I'm going to roll a dice. Which way are you facing down towards these guys? Which way would you be facing right now? Is that an interesting question?
I would have, if it walked out of there, I would have been looking back towards there, because my plan was actually to get out of the room and then get as far away from Bob as possible, because I didn't know what was going to happen with that.
So like
with that diadem thing.
Like that?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Yep. I would have been facing towards the zombies.
And what is your speed?
4. Hang on. Speed. Yep, 4.
As you randomly walk in a direction. Very like, it looks like he's trying to walk and like things are pushing him in different directions. And Bob, you can see like the strings are pulling, but then they're stretching wrong, and then another one goes and pulls them a different way. Like somebody trying to use a whip instead of actual puppet strings. And
I think I know what she does now. I think she kind of, uses her psionic ability to manipulate flesh or,
She's a psychokineticist.
So I can make a resilience.
Now it's your turn. So you're charmed and confused. That's right. Any hostile actions with +1. So yes, you can make a resilience check yourself. Technically, that is not a hostile action against her.
Okay.
Maybe. I'm not too sure.
Did you say +1?
No pluses.
No, just normal. Just normal. Yeah, that's okay. So 3d6. No, not good at all.
Oh, sorry. Who's meant to be rolling?
Was it me?
Yeah, it's John's turn, not Bob.
John or me?
John.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said Bob.
No,
Never mind. Sorry, my bad.
I thought you were rolling for me for a second. I was like,
No.
3 successes.
So you got
I used my 6s.
You got 3 successes?
Yep.
So you can choose which one you want to get rid of, the confusion or the charm effect.
The charm effect just means I can't hit the ghost,
Or its allies. It basically means you pay. So you've wasted an action point on the confusion, and then it costs.
Yep.
This is obviously costing you an action point, but the charm effect means any actions against them will have +1 action point cost.
I'll get rid of the charm effect.
Okay. Because this was hard, and that's why you could only get rid of the one. Yeah, you would have had the +1 bonus. Sorry, I'm gonna have to get rid of that. Oops. You're still alive.
Oh, Jesus. Killed myself.
So that's 1, 2. You've still got another action, I think.
Alright. Zombie blast on the zombies.
Makes sense.
Good shot.
That's enough.
I'm gonna re-roll. That. Oh,
Yeah, on
1.
these guys, there's no point doing the bleeding.
Yeah. So 4 successes.
So base 9 damage plus 4 is 13, and you're going to hit them both because of your spread effect.
Yep.
Yeah. So yes. Like I said, they are mooks. The problem is there's a lot of them. Well, there's not actually a lot of them. And that's turn, right? Because you only have 3 actions. Is that right?
Can I still move?
If that was a quick attack, you can move, yeah. That was a quick attack, so that's an assumption, so yes, you can move.
If I've moved 2, then I can move 2 more?
You can move your full 4.
Okay, I will move down here.
Yep, cool. And there's like this little blue thing here that you can change your... I can't even show it to you, but on your... When you select your character, you can see this little blue thing to change your rotation.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I
becomes
see.
important when I actually get my arse into gear and start doing dynamic lighting and give yourselves directional lighting. Gets really interesting. Bit of a pain
Keep
to
the
set up,
shotgun.
but really interesting.
Or keep the shotgun pointed that way.
Okay. So, this is interesting. So she spends 3 action points. Oh no, 2 action points? Yeah, 3 action points. And Bob, you see the same thing. There's little tendrils from her. Go and start mending this thing again. Oh wait, there's only one. Jeez, she only could do it with the one. And then she's going to try and do a resilience roll, which is not her strong point. Oh wait, she's got a resilience roll. What am I talking about? 1 dice 6. I forgot this got changed. Which is enough to get rid of that dazed effect. And that's actually her turn. 4 actions, she spent 3 just getting one of these guys back up. Bob, your turn.
Now, okay, sorry. Now my go.
Yeah,
Not John, but Bob. Yes.
Bob.
Right.
Must be the accent.
Well,
Blame the accent.
I swear I heard Bob. Maybe it was just in my head. That's okay. It's all right. Though.
It's a mental influence.
So, I think the only thing I'm going to be able to do is just keep hammering her until she dies.
Yep.
So,
And you got +2 on this one from Audrey.
might as well use that, so that'll be 7d6 to begin with.
Yep.
Just to, oops, not a question mark.
Fry
One of
her.
those buttons. To get 5, including an edge, so I might as well.
Actually, you got another +1 because you're within 5 meters of her.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I thought it was a little bit longer than that. Near range +1.
Oh, it's not another success anyway.
Every time I give you a bonus, it ends up being the one that ends up being the one.
Okay. So I might as well use. Should I use the edge or should I try to get rid of the 1?
Use the edge, man. This has got ammo use 10. You've got 8 points left.
Oh yeah,
Just
okay.
daze her again, yeah.
Yeah, might as
the
well daze
daze
her
was
again.
seriously effective. She has 4 action points. So
Yeah.
that daze was really
That
effective.
takes out 2 of them, basically.
Yeah.
Then. Yeah, half. Alright, I'll daze her.
You
And
keep
then
on mental
damage as
blasting her, and I'll keep
Well,
on shooting the
that up
zombies he brings up.
Yep.
And you whittle her down a little bit more.
So do I get that +1 again for short range?
Yeah, always.
Alright, it's cool.
I just forgot to check the last time because it looked a little bit longer than 5 to me. I'm right. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Ooh,
Yeah, 5 as a
2 successes, but I lost 2 more ammo, so I'm down to 6.
Yeah, you can feel like it's getting more painful as you start losing more power.
Is it worthwhile I just do all 4 actions just attacking her?
Well, why don't you try the last one as an aimed one? Doesn't that take an extra action, or
No,
not, but you get a couple of extra dice?
He is doing aimed attacks as well, isn't he?
Okay.
That's where you get the +2 from your mentor, true. And she's not trying to like dodge it or anything yet.
No.
Okay.
Alright, so attack number 3. Okay.
Better.
I might as well try and get rid of one of those.
Wait. Now, because you've dazed her already, you can use both those 6s to upgrade that daze to a stun, which means +1 action point on all her actions, and it stacks with the daze, so her first actions can be +2. Or you can use one of those 6s to recover from that. I mean, to reroll that 1, and then use the other 6 to harden that daze to make it harder for her to recover from it.
Alright, let's do harden the daze and kill one of the. Hopefully, get rid of one of the 6. Yep, okay, so that's good.
That's good.
So that doesn't lose that, so I've still got 6 left.
Yep. And it was still 5 successes there.
Yeah.
Boom.
That's 5. That's 5, 7, 12 successes.
Oh, there
The
was
last one.
There was only 1 6 in this roll. Yeah, cool.
Oh, yeah. And the last one's 4 successes. There's no 6. Oh, 1 6. Oh, another 6. So can I
use that 6 to reroll the 2 gamble.
Oh, yeah.
It's an extra point of damage if it's a success. So.
I got a 2. I re-rolled a 2 to a 2.
Remember, you might also re-roll it into a 1 and lose more ammo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's another thing.
That's the gamble, right? All right, Audrey.
Yep. So I've realised that I've been forgetting that I do 3 take cover actions, so I actually should have been doing 1 more action every turn. So let's do our 3 take cover.
I forgot to give the zombies an action.
Get a very
action
bad
because
one.
they keep on getting destroyed all the time.
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
Completely just lost. Could have deleted it from the last time.
Yep. We continue our inspiring words to Bob, then John. Bob gets +1. John gets +1. Let's see. We will think happy thoughts as we inspire ourselves. And fail to.
You're too stressed. The place is dirty.
Yep.
And this heavy coat that you've got smells funny.
Yep. And
oh man. There's supposed to be a horror game. There's not supposed to be so much laughing. But it's fun.
Let's try it, although I doubt it will work, as we shall give a entreaty towards this lady, asking her to desist in her attacks.
Settle
as
down,
she
love.
wished. Bob is later on. Now we can communicate in a proper manner, as we do a charm attack against her effectively.
Oof.
And succeed.
Nice.
I inflict the charm.
You inflict charm on her.
It is language to... Yep.
She understands you.
Yeah. I was pretty sure she understood our language, but I wasn't certain, so...
She can speak. She can actually speak it too.
Yep. So yeah, that's my turn.
You've charmed her. That's
I like
awesome.
that I had...
Oh my gosh. So the effect is that her first action will cost a +1. If it's an attack against any of you, will cost another +1. Yeah,
Yep.
You can lock it down. That's awesome. Mr. Smith.
I think it should be the zombie go,
sorry.
because they're on 1 after Audrey.
Oh, did I miss something? Ah, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me get back there.
Yeah.
Zombies! Woohoo! Zombie gets an attack! Check this out. These zombies are amazing. You want to see how fast I move? 1. 2. Ooh, actually, I think I can get you. Hold on, let me just double check this quickly. Wrong way.
He's only 2 spaces away.
Now, they've only got a speed of 1, but it's their free action at start of combat. Which means they do a prep action to move 1, then they do another prep action to move 1, and then they do a quick strike to move 1, and then strike at you. Yes! I get to make an attack.
Good thing you got that
very
armor on.
surprised that there's only been these 2. I was
It
really
doesn't-
expecting that we'd have to fight like 12 at once, due
These
to
guys
them all
know.
coming in from all over the place.
She was very expensive on the threat point. Very expensive, so I might be upping those threat point bonuses just to try out stuff. It tries to attack you, but its claws actually smash against your new armor, and nothing happens.
Yes, it's paying off. It's paying off, Audrey.
Now, John, it's your turn.
So I've got that confusion thing still on me.
Oh yeah, roll a dice. There's 1. 1 is your best result. Yeah, that's good. you end up like almost hitting and tripping over yourself, don't you?
Good times. So I'll
so funny.
try my resiliency roll.
Yep, you get a +1 bonus to this if you want to use it. Oh, you have to use it.
Yep.
It's your first roll.
Well, I will use that 6 to...
Yep.
Yeah, shit. Just the one success. So I am still confused.
You fail as you feel the grip is trying to tighten along your legs.
I will try and make myself feel better by blasting the zombie.
Well, that worked. Do you want to re-roll any of those 2s? You won't actually kill it with those shots.
Yeah, I might as well.
There's no point doing days on these
Oh,
things.
and then another one.
Oh, nice.
Fuck it. We'll go for one more.
What's that? 6
There we go.
successes?
Yeah.
Oh,
All right. Fine. You just like smash bits of it over the wall.
And we'll move back to. Where's the blue thing? Not. How do I get it if the other icon is in the way?
if you change the zoom level that you're at, you'll be able to see it a bit.
Okay. There we go. Boom.
That's
And that is it. Park up for another round.
all right. So, raising one of these things, I think, would be considered hostile to Audrey, correct?
Not sure. It's not a direct hostile action, so probably not.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. So it will still.
I'm looking at this as a D&D cast as summon monster. Doesn't break invisibility.
There you
So
go. Good point.
it's the same thing.
So, yeah, the first thing she's going to do is try and actually recover from this freaking dazed effect. So she's got 4 dice, and she needs 2 successes to get rid of dazed. Come on! Whoa! Check that out.
Wow.
Baba dazed.
Roll.
Oh, nice.
That cost her 2 action points, and then she's going to actually spend another. Ooh. No, she'll spend her 2 actions. Actually, freaking that one again. Yes, I know it's annoying. I love doing critters that keep on respawning. She just doesn't get enough freaking points because you keep on stopping her from summoning more as it starts picking itself back up again. Bob, your turn.
Surely this thing is getting a little ragged from getting blasted by shotguns by now.
But you actually see like the parts getting pulled back together.
I was going to say, maybe we just need to burn it like a troll.
And, like stitches back together. And it's like Bob can see these like tendrils of, what do I call them? Like a dark silver, shadowy silver color.
Yeah.
Like it actually looks like it's stitching the body up and then doing it like puppet strings.
Okay.
That was a good roll.
She's psionically bringing it alive.
Yeah. It's your turn, Bob. Ben.
Oh, yes.
Once this combat's finished, it will be a wrap-up because the rest is just going to be narrative.
I'll use the extra 1 for this first roll. 2 measly successes, but a 1, so that brings me down to 5. I was going to hammer her for the rest of it.
There is a trait called Lucky, which can be nice.
Shall I try to get rid of that 1? I'll try to get rid of that 1.
You could daze her again, or you can get rid of the 1.
I think I'll try to get rid of the 1.
Yeah.
And I did, so I got 3 successes there. And third is 3 successes, and we'll take the days, so I reduce down to 4. And last for this go, 4 successes, and we'll bump that up to. Oh, is it paralyzed? Stunned.
With 2
with
sixes,
the
yeah.
2 6s.
Good stuff.
So,
Nice one. And force 4 damage. Plus 3 is 7. Minus 3. Whoa!
goes down like a little bit. Just tick it down.
The GM messed up again. Ah, fuck, I did too. Alright.
So that goes now, yeah.
You see bits. Oh, I should describe this more often. Like hitting her, you can see. The only way to describe it is like you're actually vaporizing parts of her being. It looks pretty like cruel and painful, but then you see the bits of it are starting to actually grow back, like appear back again,
Ooh.
actually regenerating slightly.
Yeah, so got to hit it harder and heavier.
Yeah, I completely missed the fact that you had that. Audrey.
Yep. So we do our free take cover. Access. Make it as is. She feels that her combat spell is working pretty well. With John taking out the zombies effortlessly and Bob being very effective against this ghost.
Yeah.
So Bob plus
Ooh.
2
Nice
on
one.
his next. John also plus 2.
Nice one.
Thank you.
Happy thoughts for herself plus 3.
Oh,
You're feeling chuffed with herself. It's like, good work. Pat on the back, Audrey.
Yep, absolutely. And with that, she will once again entreat that it seems that violence is not the correct answer for her. That she needs to speak with us without such brutish methods. Not great. As we harden our charm.
Nice one.
Then that's my turn.
Poor thing. Almost feel sorry for it. Almost feel sorry.
Audrey does as well. She's trying to get it to stop fighting. So that's my turn done.
Yep. I keep forgetting about your free takeover action. Oh, there's a zombie up. Oh, check that out. I can go 1. Quick attack.
quick indeed.
As it claws, it tries to claw at your face. That's 4 points of physical damage.
4 points of physical, so I've got 3 protections, so I take 1.
Correct. Yep. And it
Very nice.
does it again.
Ooh.
I'm gonna stack stuff on you, bleeding now. And 4 points again. And it just carries on slashing. It slashes your legs this time. You take 5 points, and it upgrades your bleeding to disabled, which means any movement actions actually means you can't move. Yeah, your wounds, your legs are so badly injured and bleeding right now that you can't actually move from where you are.
Yay!
Which does not prevent your confusion from moving you, because that's not you moving. Just want to make sure that's not there. Mr. Smith, you just got this thing just tore into you really fast. Ooh, 6. 6 is a nice one. I like 6, because 6 is attack. Make a random attack. Yeah, 6 gets really confusing.
Oh.
Alright. Move No, 6
Pretty
is...
much everyone is
Nah.
equal distance.
It's the 3 and 4 is the attack. 6 is... You start mumbling and speaking incoherently. As your mouth doesn't seem to want to work.
Okay.
Cost you an action point. Yeah, second action.
I will attempt to get rid of some conditions. So
You've got a lot.
that's not great.
That's going to get rid of anything except the confusion.
I'll get rid of the bleeding then.
So you can get rid of the disabled or the bleed. The
Yeah,
bleed effect
well,
is -1 dice, by the way, which I should have counted, but it's okay. Just knock off the last one.
well, that the disabled stops me from moving.
Yep.
Bleed makes me take damage every round. Yeah.
No, bleed just -1 dice to any of your rolls.
Okay.
All of your rolls.
Well, I'll get rid of bleeding.
Okay. Cool.
And then I will shoot.
Point blank.
Yep.
Do you want to?
Oh,
are you doing
hang
a
on.
quick attack?
No, I'll do an aimed attack.
All right, good. Wait, it's going to attempt to. It's going to attempt to dodge your attack. It's not going to succeed, but it's just funny. I just find it funny that this thing's going to attempt to dodge your attack. Come on, I need to memorize these freaking page numbers. Where's it gone? Come on, buddy. Wait, where'd you go? 2 dice. Alright, he's going to attempt to. He gets 1 success on his as he tries to duck under your shot. How many successes do you get? 4.
4. Yep.
So it drops it to 3. You've got a bleed or knockdown on it. Bleed's not really worth it. And 3 net successes is still enough to kill it again. Oh man.
Yeah. Damn zombie.
Yeah, you need a minimum of 3 to take it down in a single shot. Because it's got 2 resilience. But nothing else. No protection. It can do bleed on its claw attacks and that's about it. It moves really slowly. Yeah, any more actions left? One more? One. Oh no.
No, I can't. I can't do anything to the ghost. So yeah, I can. Can I? Can I take cover as an action?
Have you got an action point left?
I've shot once. I did a resilience roll.
Yep.
I
and
haven't
your
moved.
Confusion?
Yes, I've got 1 action left.
Yeah, you got 4 action points, so yeah.
Yeah.
You can do it, take cover.
So take cover.
So
I
in this
have
way,
3 dice.
because you can't move, so take cover will be like, I mean, there's scraps and shit on the floor that you'll be trying to conceal yourself from that stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. Nice.
Oh,
So it gives
good
you
at taking cover.
2 points of extra protection.
Woohoo!
And you have to, that's until the start of your next turn. Alright.
Yep. And that's it?
Yep. Her turn. So, she's dazed and stunned. So, her first prep action to start animating one of these guys, actually it's going to be a recovery roll, right? She's going to try and recover from her stunned condition, which is going to cost her 3 action points. Man.
Nice. Oh.
It wasn't hard in this far to remember, so that's okay. She's still dazed though. And 1 action point left, which she can't attack any of you with it. She's going to try and do a recovery again on the dazed effect. Yep. And that's her actions.
Nice.
Audrey's got a lockdown because she's hesitant to attack you guys. And she doesn't. It costs her 2 actions, effectively 2 action points to raise one of these things. Because it's a lot of work for her. So she can't do
And
it.
importantly, Bob's daisies have absolutely destroyed her.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been really
It's a
good.
good combination. And then the part that I've been forgetting about,
A little heal.
her heal. I forgot
whatever
like
it is.
5 rounds of that. But my bad, so she suffers. Bob, your turn.
Oh. All right, I'll use the 2 bonus for the first attack.
Oof.
Let's try and knock out that 1 to begin with, because I've still got 3 more attacks, and I don't want to lose more bullets.
Yeah.
Or whatever they are. You know what I mean. Let's make that 6 attacks then in that case. 6 successes, sorry, in that case.
6 successes plus 3 is 9. Whoa.
Yeah.
4 for
Tracking
that
the
one.
right direction.
Nice one. She's like screaming, and you guys can hear her. Every time she gets hit, you see her materialize.
Oh, there we go.
Whoa.
I might as well make her dazed again.
Dazed and
And I'll
stunned.
take the 1. Dazed and stunned, and I'll take the 1.
Alright.
And last one. I'll try and knock out that 1.
5, 8 minus.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's 2 more. What does that do then?
You got another 3.
Yeah,
Well, I
you
took
get
out.
through, mate.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've got
but you
3
used one.
successes. I've got 2 6s though.
You could
You can,
harden the daze and the stun.
you can hide in the daze and the stun. So she
Yeah,
gets 2
let's do that.
successes on each.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you got another 3 successes. Which whittles her down. She's below 10 health.
Nice.
Nice.
I've still got 3 ammo left or whatever it is.
You got 3 of your.
Yeah.
Try not to get to 0 on that.
No.
Good work, Bob.
That's to draw the energy from somewhere.
Yes.
All right, Audrey.
Oh, things are pretty good. Seems.
And she hasn't been able to bring any of them back again either this round, so
She
that's
hasn't
good.
been able to. Yeah.
I doubt she's going to be able to do anything next round either.
No, not by this. I'm
To a
gonna use that
bombarding
one
you
as
and shit.
standard.
Bob gets only +1 this time. Let's see, John definitely needs help because he's got a whole bunch of conditions, it looks like.
Thanks.
Yep.
Whoever fixed that up.
John.
And we give him his +2 again.
Woohoo!
Happy Thoughts does not help much, only +1.
Did you remember your like +3?
And yeah, that was last turn.
All right, cool.
And then your methods are failing. Stop fighting. And nothing more. That's already done. 3 successes in convincing it to surrender, but with no further charms, it won't help.
Okay, I'm just looking up something. Very.
Love it. Charming the pants off a ghost.
Yeah. While Bob keeps on
incorporeal.
gazing at
Yep.
Whilst bits of it keep falling off and being pushed back to the whatever regions.
Mm.
Oh, we'll find out what that does. Ow!
It should be John's turn now, since
Sorry, I was
there
just
doesn't seem to be any active zombies.
checking something. Alright, cool. I'm just checking if Edges did anything extra in recovery rolls, but they don't at the moment. Alright. So, yeah, John carries on mumbling about something.
Oh, five, so 5 is the mumble thing as well.
Some, yeah, 5 and 6 is the same. 3 and 4 is the worst. So
Okay.
attack random.
Yes,
So
don't be
Audrey's
doing that.
done. Zombie doesn't exist. Yeah, it's John's turn.
Oh, we will try to... No, John sucks at getting rid of conditions.
You got one success. Still a success.
Oh, can I get rid of something? Can I get rid of confusion?
No, confusion requires 3.
All right.
But
What else have I got on me?
your legs you can get rid of.
Just chop them off. Is that?
Yeah, you just patch up your
Yeah.
What's the other one? What's the shield thing?
The shield is gone now, but that was your take cover from last turn.
Ah, okay. Shit, I thought I was trying to get rid of that as well. I was like, oh Jesus, there's so many icons.
I had,
Okay.
What have we had? 6 on somebody before? 6 effects ongoing.
I guess I'll try to take cover again.
Well, you've got
Or
no threat at the moment. Yeah, you can take cover.
I can't attempt another resiliency roll this round, can I?
Yes, you can.
I can.
Yeah.
I'll give that a
As many
crack.
as you've got action points.
Okay. Oh no, shit.
Well, use
so
the 6
that's...
to re-roll the 3, hope for 6 and re-roll the 3.
Oh yeah, of course. Oh,
close. Try again.
It gets worse. He gets more confused.
I don't know how to make that harder.
So that's 1,
Make
2,
it require
3,
4 successes.
I've done the confusion, so that's my roll. That's me done.
That's you done, right? That sounds right, eh? Make it require 4 successes now.
Crit failure. Yeah, you could either do that or give him the upgraded version, which I think is Dominate.
Alright, you know what? I'm going to be nice about this. You can enroll 1 dice. You don't 1-to-1. You're lucky. However, you're confused until somebody can help you heal it. That's how many successes you need to get rid of the confused. That would be nice.
No.
If it was 3 1s, I would have upgraded it, I think. Alright. Her turn. She's not in... She's kind of in the same boat, right? So, 4 dice for her resistance. She needs
Bit of a Mexican standoff, isn't it?
to get rid of stun. She gets 2 to get rid of stun. Wow. That was close. Right.
It leaves her with just a single action point.
Yeah, it's a single action point because it's 3. And she can't get rid of her charmed or that. Oh no, she can. She'll try and get rid of dazed again, you know. She gets rid of dazed.
Lucky.
Yeah. Should have gone after charm, then she can at least attack back. Bob.
Blaster Bob. Blaster Bob.
And then she heals.
What did she do to me?
Nothing. She healed herself.
Oh, nothing. Oh, she just healed herself. So that she didn't. Yeah, nothing.
Yeah, it's your turn. Yeah.
Okay, I'll use the extra 1 for the first round.
Ooh. Days, and you can re-roll the 1.
Yeah, I might as well. Good. It's safe.
Good.
So 3 and 1 dazed. 4 successes. I'll re-roll the 1 as well.
Yeah, and then harden the days again.
Yeah,
Or
harden the days, and I'll roll more. Yep.
upgrade the
That's
days
good.
to stun instead of harden it.
Yep. Let's upgrade it to a stun. And then third attack, just 3 successes with 2 6s, so we might as well upgrade or whatever you're going to do. Just edge on. And last
yeah,
but
you
not
can hide in both of them.
Yeah, I'll harden both of them then.
Yeah.
Oh, and we lose one. But I get 3 more successes.
So what are you now? 2 left? Is that right?
Yes, 2 left. Yeah.
Good. Thank you for counting as well. I've been missing it. This is so
Yeah.
close, man. The only weapon that can attack her, and it's so close. Alright. Audrey. Audrey is a
At
charm.
least you won't be able to attack us this next round again, hopefully.
Yeah, it's so, like, it's a choice thing. Like, she either... Bad Audrey.
Yeah. As Audrey steps out of cover.
Yeah.
Obviously overconfident.
Make yourself well known and
Right.
visible.
Yourself up.
You draw her attention.
Yep.
Oh, that's
Yep.
what's happened. It's a critical failure. So she's now, even though she was sort of aware, she now knows that you're affecting that charmed ability. You've taunted her.
Makes sense. Yeah. And then we'll do our standards. Oh, +2. Gone. Only +1. Which is still enough that you can theoretically beat that confusion.
Yeah.
Just unlikely. Happy thoughts. Only +1. Come on, lady. You don't need to attack us. And look at Bob. He's very powerful with that diadem. You cannot win. And once again, a poor roll.
So
That's
that
what
roll
we
that
done.
you need, you get like 3 more on that one, 2 more on that one, right? Confuse her.
Yep.
That'll be awesome.
That's what I was hoping for, but...
There's no zombie present again,
Mhm.
Mr. Smith. This is like a Mexican standoff. Last 20 minutes of business. Oh man.
Yep.
You move randomly. 1, 2, 3. You move and bump into Audrey and then move off this way. Into the corner. Audrey, you get bumped.
Okay. Sorry, Audrey.
Oh no.
Not my fault. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Sorry, dude.
And I mean, I can't do anything. So we might as well just move back there.
Well, actually, you can. Page 2 of your
Can I?
character sheet. You can do exactly what Audrey's been doing. The observe action. Boost an ally.
Oh. Also, I could boost myself or Bob.
Always help.
Or Bob.
Yeah.
Now, I can't remember the rules myself, but potentially you could give him more. I don't think that's stack. I think it's if you get more than him. But you can boost yourself
Yeah.
next turn.
They used to stack, but
No, yeah,
it
they
got
were-
changed to overlapping.
yeah, it's overlapping now. But you
Because
could
when
boost
Moira
yourself.
was giving like +10 to everyone.
So how do I do it?
It's an awareness roll. You basically like
okay.
you studying the battlefield, and like she's visible every now and again, and you can direct Bob like, hey, there's a weakness on her left. Oh, I was going to say thigh, but her left rib side looks like that's weak. Hit her there.
Okay, I will
thing.
give Bob a.
Oh,
there you
he
go.
does it too.
Can I roll one of those 3s to see if I can give him 3?
No, you want to. So the way it works is you get 1 for the success, plus 1 for every
Yep.
edge you get.
Ah,
So you never
okay.
re-roll the edges on this one. So you gave
Right,
him 3
gosh.
dice instead of 2. So it was good.
Fucking should have given that. I should have done that for myself.
Oh, no. You got any actions left? Because you can do it on yourself.
Yep, I have. So I'll try it on myself. Oh, well, it's 1,
It's 2.
and then I have 1 more.
What do you mean? It's 2. It's
Oh,
1 success.
Oh, it is
plus-
2,
plus
sorry.
an edge, and an edge counts as a
Yep.
success.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
so-
can I stack them?
Or you can try again to get higher, but they don't
Yep.
stack by themselves. They replace. Well,
No, but if I
So-
roll
so if
another
you-
3d6,
yeah, you can roll 3d6, but it doesn't stack onto it. But if you roll less than the 2, you won't lose the 2. I think that's should work.
right?
But if
okay.
you got
well,
the same,
then,
if you got 2 6s, then you'd get the extra one.
we won't do that then. We'll move 1 as the last action.
Okay.
And that's it.
This poor thing again. Alright, I'm just going to do this heal first of all. That's heals keeping us alive. It's going to attempt to shake off your charmed effect, Miss Audrey, which is hardened, I believe.
Oh. Yep.
Which costs
Why would
her
it want to shake off the charm?
3 action points, because that's the
3
one that's
actions.
annoying her.
Yep.
It's all actually annoying her, what am I saying? Ah, she does it.
And she succeeds.
Alright, her 1 action point left. She's going to attack Bob.
She can't.
No.
Because she's still stunned.
She's still stunned, so it's the same effect. She can't do anything.
Yep.
Love it.
Oh man, the lockdown. Lockdown.
Yeah,
Bob,
lock her down.
you can feel that she's balling up energy.
Right. Well,
and
I'm
she
gonna.
can't carry over. You can't carry over
No.
an entire action. Like she could do a guard action, but she can't because she's stunned. Oh man.
Yeah.
All right.
Beautiful.
So she has to get rid of that stun first.
So I'm gonna have to hit her pretty hard to begin with.
The combination.
That's my go now. Yeah.
Awesome. Right.
Yep.
Oh man. Whoa.
Oh,
7
yeah.
successes to begin with.
Damn.
Good shit.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Double
I'm all out of
no.
bullets.
Out of ammo after that.
I'm all out of ammo now. That's it. I have no 6s to replace them with.
As you feel.
It is quite impressive that 15d6, not a single one. Or a single 6.
No, 6s, yeah, crazy. You feel this like stabbing pain in your head as or you actually see it. You see the stone pop on the head as it burns out like the others. And Bob feels like this
That's
energy
not a good
wave
sign.
like leaves him, and you feel pretty exhausted. There's no mechanical effect, but you feel really exhausted from the effort.
Yeah.
But what this does do for your character, hopefully you play again, means you've got this thing that if you want to go down and start researching the psychic stuff, you can start doing that.
Yes. Ah, cool.
Having this thing will give you a bonus to do your research.
Just blast it. Blast it one more time.
Use my own psychic power to psych into her and blast her away.
Let it suck the blood out of you.
Go all Stranger Things. What's her name? 11.
Yeah.
Get a blood nose and psychic out.
That's pretty much what's been happening to you. You've just had a catalyst.
I've just now gone crazy. I sent a psychic bolt right into her brain and exploded. Yes. So I don't know what I can do for my next 2 turns.
You can still
Actions.
see her. And
Yeah.
You can still see the effect. But you
Gotta try and
you try and power up the psychic jab, but nothing. It just doesn't generate enough.
can I shoot her though? Because I can see her.
You can try and shoot her. You don't
I just-
think it's going to have an effect, but you
But
can
not
try.
going to work. No.
You can do. Yeah, there's not a
You
whole
should try to
lot.
punch her.
You could try and step up and punch her.
Because we've seen that she's able to interact with people
Mm.
by physically touching them. You
Well, I
can
can
still
try
see
that.
her.
What's my
Maybe
move?
you've got the
My
ability to
speed's
touch
only
her.
3, so that means I can only go 3 meters in a action.
The prep action will give you 3. And then
Yeah.
you can do multiple prep actions to get up to.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you can do a prep
So,
action
Prep
and then a
action
quick
and
attack.
quick attack.
1, 2, 3, and then there. Do a quick melee attack, which is only using physical. Yeah, I've
Physical
only got
plus your
because I don't
melee.
have.
Yep.
I don't have melee. I've got range, and I've only got 1 in physical, so it's just 1 die.
But I'll
I
do
don't
this
think
for
this will
you.
work, but
You can
we'll
use
see.
your mental attribute instead.
So it'd be 2.
And then +1 because you're within 5 meters. Sorry. Keep
Oh.
forgetting that one.
Three successes.
Great attack.
Hiya!
You actually feel it's more like a mental connection, like you know that she's there and you should be able to feel her, so you punch her in the stomach.
Mm.
She
And knock bits
didn't
out of her.
seem to like bother her much, but you did feel it's weird, you felt a mental connection when you did it. Actually, you know what? Minimum of 1, I keep forgetting this. You think that you actually did something.
Ah, good.
And she's like looking at you, totally shocked in absolute horror. Like how is the words on her? I want to say the bad guy in Guardians of the Galaxy. How? We're the fucking Guardians of the Galaxy, you bitch. That kind of effect.
Yeah, nice. Subtle. Yeah.
Got any more?
I think, well,
You
I
got
had
3.
2 actions left after a thing, so can I go again?
Yeah,
Yeah?
you can carry on going as long as you get action points in.
Oh, this will be my last one then.
Yeah.
Cool. Bang. And 1 this time. So even less. But, chip away. Half a point. Hey! Oh my god. Oh my god. I flicked her to death.
Excellent
You
work.
flicked her to death. You just like gave her this stomach jab, just like wind her, and she just like collapses in a pile in front of you, and then you watch as she slowly evaporates into nothing.
As I slowly sag down to the floor going, I've got a headache from hell.
You've got a headache, there's blood starting to spill into your eyes now.
Yes.
And you take the fucking thing off because it's sore.
Yes. I put my hat.
Worst
my hat-
migraine you've
my hat
ever
back on.
had.
Yes.
Comment is over.
Yay!
I like that idea of doing the mental thing because you still had the diadem on. You could punch.
Yeah.
It was a nice effect. Because that was the only... The whole
Any
thing was
weapon
supposed to
to
be
kill
you
her.
guys rushing to try and find this thing, finding evidence that it exists. And she was trying to find it too. But she can't wear it.
No.
So, you guys breathe. You recover from all your shit. Like, pretty much automatically, because nothing's permanent. John
John
walks
or Audrey
around a
can
while,
go.
and Bob has to hold him down a little bit while Audrey slaps
Yeah.
his face a few times until he comes to. Through just like running through this thing, you uncover evidence that it was actually the equivalent of a spirit of a deceased alien, equivalent of a ghost.
Oh.
In it's been given the name of ethereals, and that's like Audrey. Who was it? Was it Audrey? You vaguely recall reading about them, and you now have tangible. You now have written evidence by people outside the agency that claiming that this thing exists, and
Yep.
she apparently was the spirit of that grey corpse that you found, which is really weird because the greys are really weak aliens comparatively to anything else. And somehow
Very
there's some connection,
non-feminine.
like the experiments that they were doing was connected. And all those burnt out side things were them, some of their own people trying to do the psychic stuff to interact with this thing until it was able to escape from its cell. And then it just went and murdered everyone. Like you do when you're pissed off, right? Yeah.
Yep.
And you actually completed the objectives, which I didn't even read out to you. You infiltrated the facility.
Yeah.
You investigated what happened. Yes, they did some experiment like stupid people do, and woke up some entity thing that came from another being. You neutralized any of the threats, and you all survived.
Yay.
Congratulations.
Mm.
The Psi Helmet.
Yep.
The Psi Helmet does Psionic Jab, and it's an attack with mental plus range normally. Damage base 3, and its only edge effect was Daze, and it has 10 ammo, which now it has 0 and is burnt out. However, a secondary effect that Bob discovered on this particular one, not too sure on others, is that it still allowed him to see the entity for a brief period of time. And Bob's not 100% sure if it's the headband thing running out or if she actually died and dissipated. So, you guys all get experience. Woohoo! I put in here, saving any staff or scientists. Well, I didn't give you the opportunity, so sorry. So everybody gets 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 experience points.
Ooh. Is there, like, after the battle,
Mhm.
is there anything else in here worth taking? Like, I'm thinking in regards to the extra point of acquisition point that I've got.
Yeah.
Like, is there anything like high tech or anything else in the base that we can take?
What I'll actually let you guys do, because of all the notes that have still survived,
Tons of research you can do.
yeah, all of you guys can have a free research role in any field you want. So, just because I want to get into this research stuff as well. So, the way research works, you choose which skills you're doing, like normal, and you choose which one. You can go high tech, psionics, or alien tech, and you can do any of them. It's on the page 1 of your character sheet, brother. So you make a roll. Each success gives you 1 point to the category, and to get to your first rank in it, costs you 3 points. Right? And those points just do so you actually end up spending them over time on, gaining high tech weapons, learning psychic abilities, and things like that.
So what would a high tech weapon be?
So high tech weapons, laser and energy weapons. High tech.
Okay.
Plasma's alien tech. Things like a really, state of the art sniper rifle. High tech.
Ooh.
A shotgun. I watch a series called SWAT a lot. Here's a free. They didn't pay me to say that, by the way. And one of their best weapons that I see is the shotgun's loaded with taser rounds. Things like that, where you start going, okay, I want different effects from my weapon. Instead of bleed and knockdown, I want to go shock the shit into somebody. Things like that. There's a lot of
The whole
opportunities.
Judge Dredd kind of gun.
Judge Dredd current guns, yeah.
I like the sound of that.
Yeah.
John Smith with a lawgiver.
You have failed. I am the law.
Cool.
Yep, so there's lots.
But,
if you look in the book, you go through the equipment part, and then there's the weapon builder part after that. And sort of tells you, well, it does tell you how to do it, whether it's understandable by people, that's my fault if it's not. But it's just, you build up your weapon from scratch, or you can add on extras onto an existing weapon. And you've got that little special round that you've got.
Can we give ourselves more social points in some way with our experience?
In contacts, you mean?
Yeah. Can we transfer those somehow? Like, say.
Yeah, you've got. So one of the, I think it's still a trait if I remember. You can buy a trait which is 5 XP that gives you an extra contact point. Which I know that probably needs a bit of adjusting now that I've changed the way contact points work. But yes, you can.
Okay, but there's no way to directly transfer experience into context.
No, you have to like go
Okay.
through the trait
Trait.
first.
Okay.
And there's also
But
like
you can take that trait multiple times.
yeah, exactly. And there's
Okay.
general role playing as well. I might make the trait give you like 2 contact points just up front. Just thinking about it, 5 XP is a lot to just spend just to get 1 contact point. Or there might be a thing where I don't know if we should change contact points to contact points you can spend every session or something, but that seems a bit extreme. I'll think about it a little bit more, but yeah, it
I
is a
think at the
trait.
moment it's okay. The trait just needs to be stronger.
Or
Yeah,
I'll just throw this out there as well. Maybe if it didn't happen in this particular scenario, but maybe if we did actually encounter somebody in a scenario that could become a contact for one of us later on, maybe there's a discount to it just for,
there are lots
meeting
of
them and actually things like that, that sort of thing.
There are times like
I don't know.
if it's like a more social and investigation build up stuff where you might even just make an acquisition roll and get one without having to spend the points. That's uncommon, but it can happen as well. And it's like a reward from the GM where you just get a free contact.
So with the, I've got an acquisition point left.
Mm-hmm.
Is it what could I actually use it on, so it doesn't just disappear? At the moment, I could buy something, or I could try and buy something again.
I believe. Well, you can use your acquisition point and spend an XP to do another research roll.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's one thing you can do. So, by default, like research rolls cost you an experience point. So you got one for free, but you can do another one, which will cost you 1 XP, and then that acquisition roll.
Oh, so if I was really lucky, I could potentially spend 2 XP, and if I rolled really well, I might actually get 3 points of high tech to get my first level of high tech.
Exactly.
Ooh, that's...
And remember, it's successes, right? So it's whatever skill you want to use. Most notably, like high tech could be mental innovation, ranged innovation, not ranged, physical innovation. You decide what skill you want to use and justify it.
Well, it seems like Bob is already heading down the psychic route. So, and I'm a soldier, so it makes sense for me to be more interested, I think, in high tech and possibly the alien stuff. But
yeah, but you can justify the skill that you
ponder.
use. So use your best skill and just you're doing physical range to do experiments on with some of the weird stuff that you found around this place. To do your high tech or alien tech research, as in you want to go down the weapon route.
Yep.
It's like any way you can justify it, you can justify it.
Okay.
Yeah. And you don't have to do it now, you can think about it. All right, cool. That was awesome.
Yeah, awesome. That was good fun.
Thanks for joining.
Yeah, finally.
we try and do this regularly on a fortnightly basis at the moment. But it's right now I run them with the intention to actually try and finish by 11:12 at the latest. So this went over, sorry. But I try and squeeze things into one session finish the mission. Over time, once we get stable and we know who's more regular that can come, then we can start doing multiple sessions per incursion, and that gets more interesting with threat points and stuff, because there's lots I can do with that stuff now.
Yeah, more exciting things.
Yeah, like that was like that. So each one of those grunts only costs 1 threat point, and then she costs 6. So that was the 9 for the 3 of you. And she was probably like that incorporeal. I think the incorporeal I made was too cheap. But yeah, it worked.
Yeah, she was pretty good because there was only one way to kill her, and that was in the case of our characters, if we'd had a psionic
Yeah, it will be very different,
characters
right?
would be very different, but
And like Audrey
yeah.
could have locked her down with her charm and stuff anyway. But I didn't. I've completely forgot that. The whole idea was to, over time, figure out, oh, there's this experiments going on to stop her. Or with her, maybe this thing would help. But didn't get to that part. Jumped that whole part of the research phase. But that's okay.
Yeah.
We did very good in exploring
awesome.
areas you didn't expect.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. And
Well, that, and we didn't seem to be able to open any other door. So
yeah, that was just funny. And most of the time when I'm GMing, I have a summary of what's going on. So I set mine out. I have the GM summary, which is overview for the GM, the briefing for you guys, objectives, which I didn't read to you, any Q&A, what the threats are, and then the awards. I've got a good layout for future incursions. I call them incursions.
Well, you can do this one in so many different ways too. It'll be good. Yeah. People come in different doors and find different stuff out.
So many different ways, man. There's a whole section. There's a whole section. I should reveal this map. Can I turn fog of war off? See how big this map is.
Yeah.
Thank you, Miska's Maps. I like this one. Please make more.
That is big.
It's bigger, right? And that the door there is where that was her little home.
Oh, that was her prison cell.
Yeah. Where all the feral shit, and then other cells. Very nice cells down at the bottom to keep people, by people I mean things, aliens, they're not people, locked up. Yeah. Very cool, man. Well, thank you, everyone.
Yeah, that was cool. Thanks very much.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I dropped off the internet there for a second.
We'll skill up and I'll see you in a fortnight again.
That'll be awesome. Thanks, guys.
Cheers.
Awesome.